Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to more Octopath Traveler. How is everybody doing this fine evening? So somebody said something in chat, but my poll is in the way. I don't know how to, I don't know. This really bothers me, but YouTube, will actually cover the chat with my poll, the first thing at the very top, and so I literally, all I can read is the TV, let's do this, smiley face. I have no idea who that is, so you may want to type your comment again, because I can't even read the first half of it, and I don't know who sent it. And while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and tab out of the game real quick, and we're going to go over to Twitter and make our post for the night. All right, let's see. Alright, and now I need the link. Give me my link! Alright. Boop. Boop. And done. Okay. Angie says you can't hide the poll. I don't know. I can end poll. If I click the little 3 dots, it will let me end the poll. I can't hide it. The only thing I can do, there's a little dotted line underneath the bottom of it, and I can click that to kind of minimize it. But it still covers up, I don't know, maybe I should take a screenshot of it, but it covers up half of your comment. You can't copy? Oh, so what is it? Does it consider that spam or something and it won't let you do it twice? That's weird. That is not a setting that I have selected. That is YouTube. Angie says I can't copy. That's dumb. Basically, I have 4 devices going in between my phone, tablet, laptop, and TV. My goodness. You're just like me. You're like when so I've got 2 monitors, obviously. And I'll game on one monitor, and I'll watch YouTube on the other monitor. And then occasionally I've been known to play handheld Switch or Nintendo 3DS games that I'm doing something grindy on the 3DS or the Switch that doesn't really require my full attention, can kind of just be there in my lap doing whatever. And then I'll have a YouTube video going on one screen, and then I'll have Hearthstone or something on my main monitor. It's absurd. And even I'll play, it is actually 100% of the time when I play Hearthstone, I always have a YouTube video or something going on my second screen, and it's dumb because I need to be able to concentrate in Hearthstone, and it's hard to concentrate when you have sound going, so I'll pause the video that I'm watching, I'll do my turn on YouTube, and then I'll resume the video, and then I'll pause the video when my next turn and this is so dumb because literally, I'm watching 30 to 45 seconds of a video and then pausing it for a minute, and then doing it again until the day I die. I don't know. It's so absurd of me. I have issues. This is definitely ADHD, right? This is what happens. Anyway, okay. So what did we end off? Well, we did side quests, and we did Therian's Chapter 3, and we did Ophelia's Chapter 3 yesterday. That's what we did. So we have 3 Chapter 3s left. We have Honit's, we have Prim's, and we have Cyrus's. Cyrus's and Prim's are both level 40 recommended, which of course, the recommended, we don't have to follow the recommended. The way that I think I want to do this is we're going to do Honit's first, and then Prim's tonight. And Cyrus's will be his own little thing. But because we've been to both of these towns, we have been to Stillsnow and we have been to Noblecourt, we should be able to fit both of these in and maybe even do some more side quests tonight. So that's basically what my plan is right now. It's basically what my plan is. All right. Let's just go to Still Snow then. I haven't prepared for this at all. I haven't played the game since we ended last night, so I don't even know. Like, we have to figure out what party we want. I'm gonna take a drink. Well, I don't know. I want my tea, but it's hot. This is a game I play. This is a dangerous game I play. At the beginning of every stream, I have a freshly brewed cup of tea, hot tea, but like, is it too hot to drink? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit too hot. Dang it. Oh, the first world problems we have. Like, we have this wonderful invention of, like, hot tea with sugar and honey, and we're like, but we can't drink it right away because it's too hot. It's like, well, then wait for it to cool down. I also have it on my mug warmer, so it will cool down. It still will cool down to, like, a reasonable temperature because the mug warmer's not that hot, but it will take a little while longer to do so. Who is this person? Oh, this is the guy we just did the side quest for yesterday. Oh, you know what? Actually, okay. I'm gonna read this, but I need to remember to do this. I need to check the music volume because for some reason it sounds louder to me than normal, but maybe it's not. I don't know. So we have indeed met again. Do you remember me, Sir Miles of the Knights Ardent? I have been continuing my hopes of discovering the truth about my father.
Good day.
I'm here to keep this town safe. Protecting the people is an important duty of the Knights Ardent. I'd hardly been given my first appointment before I fell afoul of bandits. I had to fight them off, but I thought I was quite good with a sword. But the taste of a real battle is quite different from that of mere training, I discovered. This will not do. I am far too unpracticed in true battle to protect anyone like this. Please, will you aid me in my training? What do you want me to do? Like, fight you? You want me to, like, fight you? Or am I... Do I have an item? No, I don't have an item. Okay, music. Right, check the music. I don't know why the music volume would have changed. I don't think anything has changed. I think it's about where it's been. It just, for some reason, the last couple days, it seemed a little bit louder in my own headset. Here, I'm gonna do something weird. My thing's gonna cut out for a second. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little bit worried about my setup too, because I don't know what's going on with this room, but I used to have an issue with my older PC tower where, like, upon starting it up, it would like self-throttle the CPU, and I have this suspicion that because we live in an old farm-style house, that, like, we don't have the best electrical outlets. Although, I say this, but we just, like, literally 6 or 7 months ago, we had a guy come out, an electrician, to check specifically for that stuff, to make sure that all of the outlets were, you know, properly surging power through them, and that nothing was, like, too weak or too strong or whatever. And he said everything looked fine. Everything was fine, but, like, I swear, sometimes, like, my computer will still do that, where the CPU will throttle down every once in a while. So before every stream, I like to, I'm just noticing, you know what, hold on. I'm gonna refresh my YouTube studio, because I'm getting, like, the circle of death on my playback of the video. Are you guys having any weird, like, is the internet connection dropping, or is anything weird? I don't know, it seems fine now that I've refreshed. But, yeah, I don't know. Weird things all about, like with the electricity. So, I swear sometimes it's kind of weird, but in my headset, sometimes I swear I can hear a little bit of a crackly sound. Like, the sound is not smooth and clear like it usually is. That's not really what was going on just now, but, like, I'm paying more attention to the audio today because the music sounded louder for whatever reason yesterday. And I kept forgetting. I kept being like, oh, after we do this next part, I'll check the music volume, and then I never did. Anyway, we've already talked to this girl. I don't know what she wants. All right, let's pick our party. Honet's already in our party, right? So that's good. We probably want to bring Therion to Steel, but who's like the lowest level? Technically Alphen and Ophelia and... Oh, Honnet's not in our party. Oopsie. Okay, well now she is. She's in our party now. And then we've got Tressa. Tressa's much lower level than Therion. I'm trying to decide, because like, well, technically all 5 of these guys are like right around the same. Actually, all 6 of these guys are right around the same level. Therion, I don't know why Therion is so much over-leveled than everyone else. Probably because I take him all the time because I like to open up purple chests. Oh, and also I've missed some chat. Sean says add some ice cream to it to cool it off. To my tea? That's not a thing. You're making that up. That's not a thing. People don't add ice cream to their tea. That is not a well, then again, it would be the same thing as adding cream, technically. Sort of. Kind of. That might actually be kind of good. But I can't have milk anyway. I'd have to have some kind of, like, dairy-free ice cream. Maybe an oat milk-based ice cream. They make that. I just haven't found one that I like yet. And then Angie says, ooh, so I was looking up 3D prints for displaying my... Your Gmus? What is Gmus? Gmus. Grandma's. Grandma's? Grandma's teacups? I think that's what that is. So I was looking at 3D prints for displaying my grandma's teacups and saucers and found someone made an automated tea maker so you don't steep it too long. Wait, you can steep your tea too long? You realize that, like, during my streams, I just literally leave the tea bag in my cup, right? Is that a bad thing? Should I not be doing that? How can you steep your tea too much? Explain. Am I killing myself by, like, over steeping my tea? Oh, that hit the spot, though, right there. It's been a little cooler again today. I'm not happy about it. I'm like, can you just pick one? Like, spring or winter, pick one and stick with it, please. Anyway, we need to... You know what? We're gonna take Tressa. We just used... We didn't use Ophelia last time. I thought we used, like, the 3... We used, like, the 3, Oh, no, maybe we used all elemental characters. Maybe we did use Ophelia. We should probably use Alphen. I don't know. Let's just go with this party, because Prim's chapter's coming up next. Yeah, let's just go with this party. It's fine. It'll be okay. I think we'll survive if we don't have a, you know, exactly even spread of... Oh, and let's... this guy probably needs to be dueled, but who cares? We'll do it afterward. I want to start the quest. I want to get on with the stories. Hear a tale. Honnet, Chapter 3. In hopes of undoing your master's petrification, you head to Still Snow to meet the seer Susanna. Continue the tale? Yes. Oh, Angie says it's more important for loose leaf tea. If you're using bags, it should be fine. Yeah, I'm using bags. The story so far. Following her master's trail, Honnet made the long journey to Stoneguard. There, she talked to Natalia, who had been friends with Zonta. Following Natalia's clues, Honnet found her master in the forest. Except, he had been petrified by the beast called Red-Eye. Honnet, forgivest this old man for not keeping his promise. The last words he wrote, before the curse stilled his hand. In the same note, he told Honnet to find a woman called Susanna. She is a seer, he wrote, and perhaps she can help. And thus does Honnet arrive in the frozen village of Still Snow. Again, because this is the second time we've been here. But it's fine.
Oh.
By the spirits, the snow falleth deep here. Oh, look at him. What is it, Lind? 'Tis not like thee to frolickin as a kitten. But then, thou art a snow leopard, art thou not? For thee, arriving in this white wasteland is like a homecoming. Oh my god, children.
Woohoo!
Party! I ain't ever seen a snow leopard that big afore. It doesn't bite, does it? I don't know, but why would you just run up to a snow leopard that you don't know?
Cheerily.
Fear not, young ones. Lind is with me. She is a gentle creature. She will doeth thee no harm.
Really?
She's yours? Funny sort of pet, ain't she? Lind is not a pet. She is my companion, my friend. Friends, you say? Just like us, then.
Yup.
Aye.
Yeehaw!
Her fur's so soft.
Whoa.
And warm, too.
So,
Tellin' me, children, doth a woman by the name of Susanna live here? The old lady?
oh yes.
The old witch, you mean? Aye, we know her. Who doesn't?
Now then.
I see. And where might I find her?
Ah.
See that house with the red roof over yonder? Ah, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old witch's place.
I see.
Thank thee, children.
Bye.
Of course. Say hello to the witch for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Lind.
Oh.
Enjoyest the attention, didst thou? Best come in with me, then, before they returnin with more friends. Oh god, don't I know that firsthand? When Bill and I have rows, we're out walking rows in public, man, if you see kids coming for you, go the other way. Because they will want to pet, there is 110% chance they will want to pet your dog, whether your dog wants to be pet or not. Oh man, it's like, especially as an introvert, oh, I don't know if I'm a full introvert, I'm kind of a mix of the two, but, because like I definitely know how to converse and I don't feel anxious around people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like, I want to engage in a social, exchange all the time, and so when I'm walking my dog, sometimes I'm just like, I just want to walk my dog in peace, you know, and then you've always, like, our dog is so freaking cute that, like, it's inevitable. Every time we take her outside, people want to pet her, people want to talk to her, and, you know, ask, you know, is that a boy or a girl, and, like, how old is she, and is she full grown, and, like, all these other, you know, it's just, it's never ending, so, you know. I mean, I suppose if you look at it from another angle, like if you were single and you wanted to meet people, it would probably be a pretty good way to meet people, but in my case, I'm just like, no, I just want to go for my walk, leave me alone. The grumpy old man. Lind is popular with children, isn't she? Yes, in our village, the younglings often played with her. Lind seemed to enjoy in the games as well. Nothing warms the heart quite like seeing children smile. Lind is most proud of her fur. She liketh nothing better than to be stroked and groomed. I can see that. Of course, the children liken it also to burying themselves in her thick, warm coat. Yes, what is it? Do you think Lind would snap at me if I stroked her? Of course not. Wilt thou? Would I ever? Once the children have had their turn, of course. Then by all means. Hey, Kalis, now you also want tea? Go make some, Kalis. Live a little bit. Treat yourself. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not even sure if I should be drinking tea, because as somebody with a bad stomach, tea and coffee are supposed to be, like, no-nos. But, like, I've already given up dairy, I've already given up red meat, I've already given up, like, all of these other things in my diet. I feel like I can live a little bit, and it's just, I can have the tea, you know? I have an appointment coming up this month for gastro, and hopefully they'll figure some stuff out, and maybe by the end of the year I'll actually be able to, like, eat things again. That would be nice. What is this crowd?
Listen up.
But I have journeyed many leagues to have my fortune told by Madame Susanna.
Oi!
I implore you, pray open the door. Man, a few words, huh?
A pox on 'em!
God's teeth, man, get out of my way. Oh.
Tja,
Ugh.
what the?
You wretched whoreson. Whoreson? Watch your language, sir. This is a family channel. Totally not a family channel. Apologize at once.
Oi!
You were the one that attacked him, you big Karen. You won't get no apology out of Alec. Eliac? Probably Eliac. Out of Eliac, he don't talk to no one.
Honestly?
Has he lost his tongue?
No.
Nay, it's just that Susanna does the talking for the both of them.
Tja,
Bah.
Oh ho!
Who is that man?
doubtless.
Susanna's minder. Looks after her and keeps the riffraff from bothering her, as you might have noted.
Truth is,
Name's Alaic. She took him off in the streets. She took him in off the streets when he was a wee sprout.
aye.
Saved his life, she did. And he's been with her ever since.
Could that mean?
Old women aren't commonly in need of a bodyguard. They are when the folk from far and wide come a-flocking to have their futures told. Fame don't sit too well on her, considering how little she cares for company. She's like me. That's not true. I love the company of, like, close friends. I'm not one that usually likes to make small talk with strangers, but I will if I have to. I mean, you know, I was in theater. It was part of my job, after all. Surely she doth not refuseth every visitor.
Right?
Bit of a funny one, ain't it? A seer who could see the future clear as day, but don't tell no one what she knows. Eliac turns them all away, and no amount of begging or beseeching makes one spit of difference.
Ah, yes.
Every now and then, a fool tries to get rough with Eliac, but off as not ends up with only a cracked skull for his trouble.
Curses.
Finding her was easy, but talking to her may proveth more difficult. Okay, let me guess. Oh yes, we have to provoke Eliac. Okay, well luckily for me, Honnet doesn't suck quite as bad as usual because she actually has beasts now. I don't know. We will see how this goes, guys. I make no promises here. So I think the dark rollers are single target. Let's try one. Okay, 162. Not bad for like an unboosted attack. The only problem with this whole system is, look, you have limited amounts of these. So I can only use this particular dark roller 5 times, and then it like disappears.
What next?
I don't like this system, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, and he got poisoned. That's pretty good. Let's do this. See, that was a... Wait, was that a fully boosted? Wait, was that fully boosted? Oh no, why am I confused? Oh, wait a minute. Did you guys just see that? Did you see that? She's using her bow. Why is she using her bow right now when I can't normally use the bow? Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad now. Oh, I am so angry. Also, that only hits one time. That's unfortunate. Alright, well there's one of our dark rollers already gone.
Message me.
At least Honnet can dodge a bunch, and at least that poison's doing some decent damage. Honestly, the poison is gonna carry for us here.
Coming.
Like, I wonder if a boosted Lind would do more damage. Kind of? I don't know, maybe I should be using Lind. The problem with Lind is like, well, and now I want to use the Dark Roller again anyway, because I want to re-poison him if possible. What is even the poison chance on... Oh, I didn't mean to use you, Lind, but okay. What is even the poison chance on these things? Like, the game needs to give me more information.
Coming. Holding
Right,
back.
go ahead, Lind. Honestly, Lind, I don't know. You do scale, you just don't
I
scale
will not
very
let
well.
my
Like,
arrow
if
fly in
Ulbrich
truth.
had done a fully boosted attack, like, you can't even use... Look, I can't even use Honnet's SP. I have no abilities that use SP. That's how stupid this whole system is. I hate Provoke. I hate Provoke. It is so dumb.
Messaged me. Letting my arrow fly and true. What next?
Do they gain, like, resistance to status ailments
What
or something?
next?
Because I've noticed he hasn't been poisoned in a
You're holding
while.
back
Let's see if maybe a
nothing.
boosted one of these will poison him. That did a lot of damage, actually. That did about as much damage as Lind
Letting the
does.
hunt begin.
So, you know. But he hasn't been poisoned in a while. I'm kind of annoyed by
Letting my
that.
arrow fly and true.
I suppose
I
I could
will not
also be
be thy
using
prey.
soul
What
stones.
next?
I mean, that's what I would be doing normally. If I didn't have these beasts, I would be using soul
What
stones.
next? Coming.
All right, well there he goes. He
Thou
went
didst
down.
fight with courage.
It wasn't like too terrible, but it's still annoying anytime Honnet has to provoke someone. Ew. He's a grown man, but
grown, but still a boy
oh,
within.
okay. We're voicing this. Never mind. She can do the work. Saves my voice a little
Be
bit
a
of trouble.
dear, Hannet, and have Linda carry the poor fool within.
Linda? I don't know how I feel about that pronunciation.
He'll be catching his death of cold lying out in the snow like a log. How dost thou knowest my name? That's what you want to ask, isn't it? I'm a seer, remember? Possessed of the all-seeing eye. Or so they say.
Then thou art an oracle. Truly, thou will be able to help.
Poppycock and nonsense is all it is.
Poppycock?
A hunter from the woodlands who communes with the beasts. Not a common sight in these parts. The only one who might fit that description is that hobbledehoy, Xander. Him or his prentice, Hannet of the Darkwood. Your age, your snow leopard, your garb. Simple deduction, my dear.
See, I like this woman. I like her. She's all about
The
pure
trick
science
is
and
to
math.
say what you know, and nothing more, and let the gullible fill in the details. That's all Susanna's famous all-seeing eye is, in the end. Well, disappointed to learn I'm just a fraud?
On the contrary, now I know I can trust thee. If thou speakest the truth about this, then surely thou wouldst not speak false of aught else.
Fair befall you, but that Zonta lad raised a clever prentice, and that's the truth. Now, why don't you tell me why you're here?
Bless you.
But first, let's go inside, shall we?
It seemeth that would be for the best.
Oh, well, well. That young master of yours has managed to get himself into a right mess, hasn't he?
Mistress Susanna, canst thou help in him?
There is one way.
In truth.
Truth? Ah, now that's a word. You said you trusted me, remember?
If there is the slightest chance of lifting that curse, I will trust whomever I need to. Milady?
What did she just do? She
Gods take my eyes if that fool hasn't raised a strong and brave young woman.
Is she giving her a hug? Is
I'd
that what that
scarce
was?
believe it if you weren't standing here in front of me.
I thought maybe for a second she like pulled out one of her hairs or something, but I don't know what just happened. I think she's giving her a hug.
I learned from his example.
I don't know.
The good and the bad.
This is also an awkwardly long hug, if it is a hug.
Is that so? Can't imagine that would work, but the world is full of wonders at that. Isn't that so, my dear?
It is.
But about the curse.
I am prepared for any trial.
There is but one way to turn stone back to living flesh. And that is to slay the beast that wrought the curse.
I had feared as much, but it shall be done.
Stay, child. I'm not finished yet. Did Xanta forget to teach you patience?
Mine apologies.
If you try to fight the beast as you are, you'll only meet the same fate as your master. And what good will you be to him then?
But I must...
What you must do first is find the means to protect yourself from Red Eye's lethal power. Tell me, dear, have you heard of the plant called Herb of Grace?
Never.
Long ago, there was a beast in these parts too, what turned men to stone. Folks here soon learned that Herb of Grace could ward off the magic. I reckon it should be effective against Red Eye as well.
That's kind of taking a stab in the dark, though, isn't it? What if it's not effective?
Herb of Grace grows in a forest so thick there are few ways in. I'll send a layak ahead to show you the entrance to the trail. But know that the forest is a perilous place, and home to many frightful beasts. You want to prepare well before you venture in.
I shall. Thank thee, milady.
It is my pleasure, dear. In a strange way, that Xanta boy was like a son to me. A vexing, wayward one, but a son all the same. With you being his prentice, it rather makes you my grandchild now. And what kind of a grandmother would I be if I refused to lend you a helping hand?
Master and I are both in thy debt.
Okay, and I just remembered I need to switch over to live chat, by the way. I forgot to do that. I don't think I've missed... Oh, actually, I did miss one. Kalis says... Well, Kalis says, Hana is like the underdog in movies before the training montage at her best. That's not necessarily true. Hana herself is fine. Hana in Provokes is bad. Hana as a character in regular battles is great. It's just, you know, in Provokes, it's really dumb that you can't... Like, if you could use her bow and her other weapons, I would have no issue with Provoke. Because, like, I wouldn't want to use the beasts anyway. Like, if I had the choice, I would use Hanet's weapon. It's just, you can't for some reason. Kalis also says, I so badly wanted to like Hanet, but she just felt so weak to me that I ended up dreading her chapters. Again, I don't think it's her. I think it's her beast system. And the beasts can be very good too. Honestly, there are some beasts that you can capture in this game that are borderline broken in what they can do. But they're also very, very rare, and also they tend to be all at the end of the game anyway. It's just one of those things. But that's why I give Hanet the warrior job and why I give Ulbrich the hunter job, so that I essentially have two characters that are basically masters of using most types of physical weapons, except daggers. So, you know, she does pretty insane damage. Like, even just last stream, she was doing some pretty insane damage during one of the boss fights, if I remember correctly. It's just, you know, you gotta kid her out right, and you have to understand that she's gonna suck in Provokes, and anytime you can challenge instead of provoke, you definitely should. Why, and I thought Herb of Grace was gone from this world. Even botanists believe the plant was long extinct. To think it still grows in these wintry wastes, 'tis a miracle or near enough. Yes, this is why a true scholar would not confine himself to his office. Who knows what great discoveries await in far-flung frontiers. It pleaseth me that thou findest joy in this quest. And yet, that Susanna woman, what of her? Well, I was just most impressed to encounter one so wise and astute. And her name, it sounds familiar somehow. I must review my tomes when this journey is over. I'm interested in that. I don't know if I've ever heard that one. I wonder if that actually, like, leads to anything. Probably not, but it would be interesting to know where he's heard of her from. Alright, so we need to go this way then. Level 37 danger level, not too bad. I mean, we're like slightly underleveled, although Cyrus is still overleveled, of course, so we're gonna be fine. This is one of those, well, I don't want to say too much, but this is one of those bosses where I think, well, you know, I'm going to talk about this when we actually get to the boss, but I really like the boss that's coming up. You guys will see. But that's all I'm going to say for now. As to not spoil anything.
Standest thou against
Ooh, big
me?
scary bear.
Then be hunted.
Big scary bear and big floofy cat with very long ears. Oh, you know what, Ophelia? Why don't you go ahead and, why don't you heal Honnet? I didn't realize she was low, or that low on health. And I don't want her randomly dying here. Oh, that's not good.
Now, what next?
Let's try fire. I feel like these things would be weak to fire.
Great inferno to scorch the land.
Okay, one of them is.
Here I go.
I have no idea what the bear is weak to. Here, in fact, Kalis, I'm gonna show you just what Honnet is technically capable
For
of.
you.
So I don't know if this
Letting
bear
the
is
hunt
weak
begin.
to... I don't know if he's gonna be weak to bows, but he might be.
Come.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use Arrow Storm here.
A torrent of arrows.
So she hit, what, 4 times or 5 times on that snow leopard? She did like 2,000, 2,400 damage, something like that, and then, I mean, she missed on the bear. I feel like if the bear were actually weak to arrows, that would have felt a little bit different, but, you know, oh well. Donate BP to Cyrus, because he's about to attack
For
next.
you.
I don't know what this bear is weak to. I hate when I can't figure out the weaknesses. Ooh, that was
Now
scary.
the true lesson begins.
Let's try lightning. Okay, I don't know what it was weak to, but
Thus
it died.
ends your lesson.
Let me take a look at our skills real quick, see where we're sitting. Now, Cyrus can't do anything with his JP at the moment, unless we... There will come a point when I'm going to want to put other people's passive, what are they called? Support skills on Cyrus, and so I'm going to save up JP until I have enough to actually buy, like, a support skill that I want on him. Tressa, we're going to learn Bifflegon's, I don't know, Bifflegon's Bounty. We're gonna do that one next, so she's not quite ready. Although, what is the final thief ability? I wonder if it's any good. Honnet, you can learn something new. Here, let's do Mercy Strike, because then we'll actually be able to show off what Honnet's divine skill is. Honnet's divine skill is Drafendi's Rage. Unleash a highly powerful bow attack on all foes. So this is sort of like Arrow Storm, except it's more like, actually, it's more like an AoE version of True Strike. True Strike does a lot of damage to a single target and it hits once. Drafendi's Rage does a lot of damage to all targets and it hits once. So, we'll learn that one. It's a pretty good ability. Ophelia, we're saving up for Aelfric's Auspices, of course, because it's, like, literally one of the best divine skills in the game. If not the best. Grim whiteness as far as the eye can seeth. about Grim. It's very pretty, though. God, look at the lake. Isn't that just really pretty? Like, I don't know, the textures in this game, like, obviously there's stuff that's meant to be pixelated, and then occasionally you get these, like, hyper-realistic looking things, and I think this game is so beautiful. 'Tis colder here, too. The wind cutteth to the bone.
Come on.
This way.
Now then.
A trail!
Mm-hmm.
A secret path only the mistress knows. It leads straight to the heart of the forest. Out here, the snow never melts. It covers landmarks and makes every direction look much like the other. The herb of grace grows somewhere deep in the forest. But be wary. Many dangerous fiends lurk within. That is why Susanna keeps the knowledge of this path a secret. So, thou dost speakin', and as well as any man.
Huh.
Only when I have something to say.
Thanks be to thee.
Will that more people in this world follow it the same principle? Go carefully. I have not seen Susanna look so happy for many a year. Pray return safely that you might bring her more joy.
Thou hast my thanks.
I shall. I owe her that much and more. I will prevail. Alright, so here we are. Oh, we got travel banter.
Whoa!
Wow, would you look at that? Snow and ice as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful, don't you think? It is indeed. I have roamed far and wide on the hunt, but never beheld a place such as this. The snow's like a silk wedding gown, but even softer and whiter and more beautiful. A silk gown? Tell me, Tressa, couldst thou place in a price on this scene? Of course not, silly. As much as I'd like to take it home with me, a sight like this can't be bought. There's not enough room in anyone's bag for a treasure like this. Indeed. I dare say thou art right. What is this place we're in right now? The Whitewood. Okay. Oh, right off the bat, there's a Therian chest. How depressing. But Therian was like level 35. I need to give people, like, other characters some time to, like, actually gain XP and stuff. You know, it would be a good idea. Oh man, guys, I am tired. I feel like this week has been super long. With just like a whole bunch of crap that has happened, like all of the construction too that's going on in our yard. I'm just like, I need, like, as much as I love streaming, I'm looking forward to the next 2 days to just like basically go into a comatose and just be nothing for 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, that's my goal. Now, knowing me though, I'll be like, oh, but I have time to do this thing now, and I'll end up in my yard like doing weeding or something in preparation for when they actually do finish everything up. But I don't know. That's just usually how it goes. But maybe I'll try extra hard this weekend to like actually rest, because I am tired. I'm feeling it today. I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. I also woke up again for like literally. I've had a migraine every day now for the last like nearly 2 weeks. It's awful. It's just like I can get it to go away for a little bit of time and then it's right back again. It sucks.
Coming.
On it, just use Aerostorm, I guess. Oh nice, the thing in the back's actually weak to it. See, Hana does respectable damage.
Thou didst fight with courage.
She does respectable damage. You just gotta know how to gear her. That's all. In fact, I think I have an accuracy item on her. I hope I do. Yeah, I do. Plus 80 accuracy. That helps a lot. Accuracy on Honnet's really good, because she has the Aerostorm ability and it misses a lot, and the more accuracy you have, the less it'll miss and the more damage it'll do. It's kind of quite nice. Kayla says, I love the HD 2D art style. I used to do a lot of pixel art, and it's challenging but super rewarding. Any plans to try triangle strategy when it hits PC? So I actually, yes, but I'm kind of tentative right now, because here's the thing. As soon as I saw triangle strategy was announced, I obviously got very excited because I'm a huge fan of Octopath, and it looked very similar to Octopath, and it does. The only thing I'm worried about is that because the combat is not turn-based like it is here. Well, it might be turn-based, but it's different. It's like, I almost want to say it looks like chess a little bit, like an RPG that takes on like chess-like elements, where your attacks do, they do damage in like a certain area up to a point, and you want to try to position your units in a way that they'll do damage to other units, I guess. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on the combat system. That's what I'm trying to say. So I do plan on playing it, and we are going to try it, and we might even just try it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to wait till it comes out on PC. I might just, because it's on Switch. Is it not out on PC already? I thought it was already out on both PC and Switch. Am I incorrect? Either way, though, I definitely want to try it. But as for whether or not it'll be a full series, I guess it kind of has to, it'll have to depend on whether or not I end up liking the combat system. I'm sure it sounds like one of those games where you can like micromanage all of your stats and your items and stuff, and I love games like that. So that part of it is like right up my alley. But the actual combat system, I'll have to see if it's like, if it's as satisfying as Octopath is or not, because that'll play a big part in whether or not I like it.
Now the true lesson begins.
That being said, I was actually planning to do it next, but now I'm almost thinking like, we probably should take a break from this style of game and do something different. So I've got some ideas for the next game we're gonna do. We're either gonna do, well, here's the deal. I pretty much have narrowed it down to 2 games. We're either gonna do Subnautica, which would be a shorter series, but a really good one. And Disney said she was really interested. You don't know Disney. She's usually a regular of the channel, but she just started a theater job. She's a technical theater person, so she's backstage working on a show right now. But she said that her schedule was going to start freeing up, I thought, like, by now, actually. And she also said she was really interested in Subnautica. So I kind of want to play it for that reason alone, too, because she hasn't... she was interested in it, but also it's a shorter series, and so, you know, that would, you know, we could probably finish Subnautica in like maybe even 4 or 5 streams, depending on how quickly or how deep. Like, I probably would want to go deep into the lore and find all of the extra data points and stuff in Subnautica, so that would take some time. What am I doing in the menu here? Oh yeah, I got an item, right? We just picked up an item of some sort, some description, some weapon. What did we just pick up? Dang it, I was paying enough attention. I think it was a spear, wasn't it? Wasn't it like this? I don't know. Oh well. The world may never know. But anyway, I'm either gonna do Subnautica, or we're gonna do God of War for PlayStation 4. And actually, I may have already answered my own question, because I don't really want to do I need to either get a hold of a PS5 and play it on that, or I need to replace my hard drive in my PS4 with an SSD, because we had a lot of issues when we were playing Horizon Forbidden West with like slow loading textures, and I need that problem to be fixed, because I don't want that happening in God of War. When I originally played God of War on my PlayStation was brand new, but I think since then the hard drive has just... You know what I mean? So I either have to do one of those things. So we may very well be doing Subnautica next. But I haven't set anything in stone yet, because we're still like, we haven't even gotten to the chapter 4s in this game. We've got at least, I'm trying to think. We've got at least probably 6 to 8 more streams left of this game. Yeah, I've played Subnautica Below Zero as well. I've played both of them. It's honestly one of those games I wish I had played on stream, but I played it basically after I had left the channel. So, you know, and it's one of those games I constantly wish that I could go back and re-experience, like, blind again, because I love it. Like, I had such an amazing experience with it.
For you!
So, I'm excited to play it again. It's been long enough that I think it won't be fresh,
I'll do my best.
but it'll still feel relatively fresh in my head, if that makes any sense. But for those who do watch the channel, like Sean and Angie and Kalis and Disney, like, if you guys all haven't seen Subnautica or seen anyone play Subnautica, then you're in for a big treat, because it's an incredible game. It really is, especially for, like, a smaller, more, like, when they started out anyway, they were a small indie company, and they still technically, I guess, could be, but I think they just merged into, like, somebody bought them out. Some bigger company just bought them out, like, 6 months ago or so. But anyway, like, incredible game. I can't wait until we play it. There's a lot of games that I want to play. I also, at some point, I want to do, like, Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze on the channel, because I think that they're some of the best platformers ever. I've got, like, I've done Breath of the Wild and I've done Twilight Princess on the channel, so I would like to do other Zelda games. Like, I would love to do Wind Waker and Skyward Sword and, hell, even maybe Ocarina of Time, even though I have, like, I played that game when it first came out, and trust me, nobody loves Zelda more than I do, but, like, I have heard so many people talk about Ocarina of Time this, Ocarina of Time that over my 32 years of living that I'm just like, it's no longer my favorite, it's not my favorite Zelda game. It's just not. I think a lot of the love that it gets is because of nostalgia, and yes, when it came out, it was ahead of its time, and it was literally, like, peak. Like, it was incredible. It was pushing envelopes left and right. But when you compare it to any of the newer Zelda, like, when you try to compare Ocarina of Time to Breath of the Wild, first of all, it's not really fair to, because they are two different types of games. It's like comparing apples and oranges. But, like, I'm sorry, but Breath of the Wild, like, beats Ocarina of Time for me in my head, like, a million times over. So, as far as Zelda games go, I do want to do all of them eventually, all the 3D Zelda games anyway, but I think Ocarina of Time might be, like, kind of last. I don't know. I really love Wind Waker. I say Wind Walker because Wind Walker is a specialization of Monk in WoW, so forgive me if I make that slip up. I have done that before. But I love that game. Skyward Sword, as much hate as it gets, I actually quite liked that game a lot, and I do own it on the Switch. I didn't play through it yet, but I own it, so that's something that we have coming up on the horizon as well. There's a lot of stuff. I have enough games that I want to play on the channel that we're good for, like, at least another year of streaming, I'm pretty sure. And then, you know, there's also going to be new things that are, like, Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year, God of War Ragnarok is coming out, and Pokemon, what is it, Crimson and Scarlet? Is it Crimson and Scarlet? I know it's something in Scarlet. Those are coming out as well this year. All three of those are coming out this year, and that's crazy, so, you know, there's just a lot of stuff to be playing. Here we go, the boss fight.
A dragon? This place is a dragon's lair? I have heard the legends, and Master's tales too, but to see one in the flesh...
Angie, have you not played or seen anyone play the God of War for PS4, the one that's already out? Because if you haven't, oh my god, girl, I'm so excited to play it for you, because it's a crazy good game. It's like, it's up there with, like, Horizon and, like, Breath of the Wild levels of, like, amazingness, so I think you'll like that one a lot. She's saying stuff. I need to just let her talk.
I scarce imagined this day would cometh, but cometh it has.
Yes. Did I ever tell thee about the time I went dragon hunting in the Cliftlands?
4 times now, and the tale getteth longer with each telling.
Angie says she's seen a bit of it. Kalis has seen 2 playthroughs of it and enjoyed both. Yeah, it's got an incredible story. My favorite character... Maybe I shouldn't say who my favorite character is the witch. I'll say that. Okay, because I can't say any more. Kalis, you know what I mean by that. Angie, I'm not sure how far you got into the game, but my favorite character in the game is the witch.
Is that so? I suppose each time I remember more of the thrilling details, eh?
Master, this world is not big enough for all the giant beasts thou hast huntedest.
Thou believest me not, and yet I really did.
Really wheelie.
What in the... Stopping this!
Why? Do I smell so foul?
'Tis not thy smell.
Oh, art thou blushing? Do I embarrass the... Ah!
Don't ben a fool.
If thou insistest, but listen, my girl. Hunters fighteth many kinds of beasts, some so wondrous and astounding thou canst scarce imagine them. When thou art older, thou too will have tales that no one will believeth.
Kalis
Thou
just...
must still keep them.
Kalis just says nod. I feel like we just had a moment, Kalis, you know, when you're just like, gentlemen? You just like know exactly what, you know, like nod. Like, you know what I mean. We had a nod amidst each other.
Some
Amidst
will
each other?
haunt thy dreams.
Between each other. I don't know.
Some will make thee snorting with laughter whenever thou recallst them. But let me tell thee this, Honnet.
What is it, Master?
Even when thy tale is so improbable and fantastic that not one man thinketh it the truth, thou canst tell it to me, and I will believe every word.
Thou shalt hear in this tale, Master, over and again, until thou beggest me to stop, just as thou didst to me. If thou art ready, then
All
so
right.
am I.
So here we go. We have Honnet's Chapter 3 boss. Isn't this thing so cool looking? I just love a good
Come in,
dragon.
if thou
You know what I mean? Like, you
darest.
can't go wrong with just, like, the classic looking fantasy dragon. And yes, this is another case of, like, kind of an end chapter boss that technically doesn't really have anything to do with, like, what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really importance to this boss in the sense of, like, we knew who this was ahead of time. It's just, like, a thing that pops up and you're like, oh, this is a bad guy. And it's also the boss of the chapter. But I like this one because, A, like, they tie it in with, like, Zonta has hunted a dragon before and told Honnet that story a million times, and now she's going to have a dragon. Like, at least they tied it in with the story a little bit there. And also, just look at it. It's a badass dragon. It's so cool. I also believe it is weak to arrows. But I actually, if it is, I don't want to actually break it this turn. Okay, it is weak to arrows, but that's not like, oh, this is awkward. Okay, Tressa, maybe it's weak to spears. It is not. Maybe it's weak to... Maybe it's weak to staves?
Well,
Oh, this is getting awkward. Axes. It's weak to axes. Okay, that's
What next?
good to know. Tressa, you can't use axes. This is unfortunate. Cyrus, I don't even know. Just go ahead and, like, peacock strut yourself.
The peacock shall
That sounds
strut.
very suggestive. Just peacock strut yourself.
do this.
Why didn't you just go and peacock strut yourself? Like, that's what that sounds like to me. Kayla says, I plan to paint my game room with a full wall and ceiling mural of a badass dragon. Oh my god, I would love to see that, Kayla. I mean, as you can tell, I'm a lover of art. Like, of all kinds of art. Both in performance art and also visual art and also audio art. So, like, I just love, like, show me your stuff is what I'm saying. And when you do your mural in your room, show me that too, because that sounds incredible. And also, like, if I like your art style, like, what say I fly you out here and you paint my game room for me? Because that sounds amazing. I'm like, now I'm like, what else could I do with this office? Like, I've got a lot of stuff. You guys can't actually see other things on my walls, but like, I've got Broadway posters. Like, I have a Young Frankenstein Broadway show poster that was signed by Megan Mullally and Roger Bart and Schuler Hensley. So like, I've got that. I've got like a little Shop of Horrors one. I've got a Xanadu one. I've got a Patti LuPone's Gypsy, and then I've got a Spring Awakening. And like, I've got stuff up there above Pyra and Mithra, but you can't really see them because they're out of camera. But I've got all of my, like, I've got my Monopoly version of World of Warcraft, or I should say World of Warcraft version of Monopoly. And then I've got a Shadowlands, like, collector's edition thing. And then I've got, oh, you know what? I'll show it in a minute, but remind me, somebody in chat remind me to show you, my friend David, made me this, like, Switch carrier, like, out of leather that he actually, like, made himself and dyed himself, and it's got the channel logo on it. It's really cool looking, and I never got a chance to show it off, so. Tressa, you can't do... Okay, Tressa, what can we do with you then? Oh, you know what we can do with Tressa? Actually, hired help. Oh, but okay, dagger attack. Ooh, axe attack. Yeah, I can do a bandit thing here. I mean, it's not gonna break him. It's not gonna break him, but it is gonna take off one of his shields.
Letting the hunt begin it.
I forgot that this boss did that. Tressa's just gone. Oh yeah, and she comes back if I break him, I think, but I am not 100% sure. What do you say we find out?
I'll do my best.
Wait, where's Tressa? And why is he still not... Why are his shields still up? What the heck just happened? Tressa, where the heck are you, Tressa? I legit don't know why she's just gone. And like when... Here, you know what? Let's put Reflective Veil
I will reflect your barbs.
on Cyrus. And then Cyrus, while you are buffed, let's go ahead and use a Firestorm. 12,000 damage, yeah. We need Tressa to come back because I need to be able to collect from this boss. Oi. Honnet, just do... You know what? Do a Leg Hold Trap.
Better than a snare.
I don't want it attacking first next turn. Oh, that didn't...
My best.
Why does Leg Hold Trap not change the turn order sometimes? Like, why is it getting to attack first still next turn? That doesn't make any sense to me. Ophelia, do a Reflective Veil on yourself.
I will reflect your barbs.
Sure. These Reflective Veils should come in handy here. Okay, so Honnet took damage, but... oh my god, look at how much damage that thing just did to itself. That is crazy. You know what else is crazy? The fact that Tress is still gone. Why is she still gone? It's very inconvenient that she's gone right now. What is that other weakness? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just Peacock strut your Cyrus again.
Peacock shall strut.
What next?
I'm very upset about the fact that, like, Tress is just, like, missing in action.
I'll not be defeated.
Just, like, completely missing. I don't get it. Ophelia... Yeah, do a Holy Light.
Oh,
I need to try to break this thing before it gets to attack again. And it looks like Tressa... Okay, Tressa just... So she's gone for, like, 2 turns, and then she gets to come back, I guess? I don't know. Weird. Cyrus, why don't you use a Healing Grape on Honnet?
How about this?
Well then.
And then Ophelia, since you're at full BP, let's do another Reflective Veil on... Well, do it on yourself first, because I feel like keeping you alive is
Letting
important.
my arrow fly and true.
And then Honnet... Oh, Honnet, can I even...
Holding back nothing.
Okay, if she does her... Oh, I needed to attack with Ophelia, that's right. Well, if she does her extra attack, she can technically still break this thing. I need you guys to pray for me. Hashtag pray for me. Oh! If you guys were praying for me, it worked. Thank you. Thank you very much for praying for me. God bless you all. Tressa, you have 3 BP now. What can I do with you? Tressa. I don't even know. Should we donate your BP to Cyrus? Yeah, let's do that.
For you.
It's better on Cyrus than it is on you. Sorry, but that's the truth.
Now the true lesson begins.
Oh, I could use Aliphon's Enlightenment. Oh, I could though. But you know what? Nah, we'll just Firestorm. In the long run, this will do more damage because its shield is down now and it won't be down next turn. And Cyrus only has like, well, he's got 2 more turns of that buff. I don't know. Either way, I think this is the way to go. Can we collect from this? We could technically try. Let's try.
Thank you.
Oh my, 36,000 leaf.
Well then.
That is a lot of leaf. Do we get that once or twice? I think it already doubles it in that amount. So I think normally you would have stolen 18,000 there. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong and we just got 72,000, that would be incredible.
Prepare yourself.
Ophelia, use Reflective Veil on Cyrus. Right? Yep.
I will reflect your barbs.
What next?
And then Honnet, like, can we try the leg trap again? Like, it should tell me if it'll do it. Yeah, it's not gonna, normally it would show me an icon that would show me that it was going to the back of the turn, but it's not doing that there, so I don't know why that's not, like, really working, but what else could I do with you? I guess I could increase her strength for 3 turns. Why not? Oh my, it has 10 shields. That's a lot of shields. You know what else is a lot? The damage you just took and did to yourself, because you're an idiot, sir. Let's heal, because we kind of need to. Well, you know what? No, we don't. Let's just keep putting up reflective shields. I think this is better.
Now, what next?
I think this is better. Cyrus, what else is it weak to? Maybe it's weak to Blizzard. Let's try ice damage.
A tempest of ice shall
Oh, it
rage.
is. Oh, very interesting. It could be weak to daggers. Although, you know what I'd rather do here? I'd rather just heal with Tressa. Actually, no. I want to. Can I steal from it? Let's go for it.
So sorry.
Refreshing jam. Okay, so we got 2 refreshing jams there. That ain't too bad. Oh, and that answers that question. It is not weak to daggers. Honnet. Let's have you. Well, no. Actually, Honnet. I know what I want to do. Should I do Rain of Arrows or Arrow Storm? They both. Well, I should do Rain of Arrows, right? Dude, she just took off 6 shields. And then Tressa can break this now. Oh, no, she can't. Oh, why did I do it, though? Okay, Tressa, you gotta heal. You gotta heal, Tressa.
Let me help.
I mean, Tressa's the only one technically in danger of dying here. Look at this. Look at how... Oh, my God. That's like 4,000 damage this thing just took. Like, it did it to itself, too. Oh, wait, Tressa died. I didn't even notice that Tressa died. Oops. I don't know. Let's just res Tressa.
Please rise.
I would like her to get some XP. Oh no. Okay, well, that was rude.
What is the
But also, I don't
course of
really
action?
care. Here, let's do a peacock strut.
The peacock shall strut.
The peacock. That always gets me. Why does he say it that way? It's just I love it, but it's funny. It's an awkward. It's a weird way of saying the peacock.
What to do?
Tressa, we've already stolen and collected, so I guess you can actually like do some damage now. Just do a trade winds.
What a nice breeze. I'll do my best.
And then Ophelia, I would say Reflective Veil on Tressa, because she's the only one that doesn't have one on her.
Your barbs.
Honnet's not even here. Will Honnet not gain XP if she's not actually in the battle?
Now.
That would be annoying. Should I just donate a single BP to Cyrus and hope
For
that he
you.
kills the boss? That's what I'm gonna do.
Well then.
And then Ophelia, I want you to actually attack here.
Oh, sacred light.
Ophelia, man. Oh yeah, because she's got the forbidden staff on her. She can actually do damage now. I kind of forgot about that.
Parallel. A great inferno to scorch the land.
How is this thing not dead yet? Oh, it's about to be dead though. Honnet, you're in wait, what? Why is it physically attacking me all of a sudden? That's not what we agreed upon, sir. You're only supposed to use fire breath.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
Oh, okay, it's dead now. Cyrus for the win.
You should have studied harder.
Kayla says, ooh, I got a few projects before I get to the room, but hoping to have it started by June or July. I do have a pic of a painting I want to finish Monday, but that I don't mind sharing. I would love to see it. If you have a Twitter, you should share it to my Twitter page. Or if you have a Facebook, you could share it there as well. I would love to see it. Or if you don't want other people to see it, you can always...
Is it so?
You can either send it to Angie and she can send it to me, or I'll add you on Facebook on my personal page, which this is not an invitation for everybody who ever views this channel in the future, but I feel like since you're a friend of Angie, it's probably fine. And then you can share it there. However you want to do it, whatever's easiest. I love seeing art, so, you know. Is it done? Have I slain a dragon? Well, yeah. It's like, it disintegrated. Pretty sure it's dead, Honnet. You did it. You did the thing. This must be an herb of grace, or the herb of grace. Now, to leave this forest and... Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Come in, Linda.
It's all... Okay, so I guess the cat's name is Linda. Like, I know it's not Linda. It's not like it's not like Linda. You know, it's not like Linda and Tom who own, like, their own real estate company. It's not like that. It's like Linda, like it's probably Swedish, right? Something like that. I like saying Lind better, I don't know. The monsters are gathering here. The dragon that ruled this forest hath been slain. Okay, so these wolves are not here to eat us. They will not attack us. Not for a while yet. Come in, Lind. Susanna will been awaiting word from us. Sometimes I just trip up on Honnet's speech. It's you know, it's old-timey and weird and I don't know. Now that I have the herb, I can finally face Red Eye. And save Master from that dreadful curse.
Found the herb, did you?
Thou waited for me? Susanna only asked thee to show us the way in.
I have my own mind. A man can tarry where he likes, can't he?
I saw you on the People You May Know today and was like, nah, I don't want to be done rando sending friend invites. You wouldn't be weird or anything. I mean, I totally get that, and I'm the same way. I'm like, there's a lot of people that I know, like, through my husband, but I haven't met personally, and I'm like, I could technically add them, and I kind of want to, because I'm nosy, but would that be weird? Maybe that's weird, and then I don't. So I get it, but you are more than welcome to.
Of course he can.
Anyway, I'm done tearing. Suppose I'll go on ahead.
I most appreciate your concern.
What, you got a little crush on us, Alaic? I think he does. I think he's got a little crushy crush on Honnet. Honnet and Alaic sitting in a tree. I'm such a child. I'm just a child. I'm literally like, when am I gonna grow up?
What a strange man.
When does this happen? When does it happen? Hopefully never, honestly, because I have so much fun. I feel like I have more fun than most people do. Life is a hoot, y'all.
Oh?
There she is. Found the Herb of Grace, did you, child?
I'll do what I can.
Here, give it to me. It needs to brew for a spell before it'll work right.
Thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee.
And then?
So, how did it feel to slay your first dragon? Thou knewest it was there? Like, I can't even do that laugh. That sort of reminded me of the Millhouse laugh a little bit. Not exactly the same, but a little bit from The Simpsons. Listen, dear, if you couldn't slay that dragon, you wouldn't have a cinder's hope in a blizzard of surviving an encounter with Red-Eye.
You are...
Thou art not a woman to coateth her words in sugar, art thou? Never seen much point in it, my dear. Now, why don't you tell me about that dragon while we wait for the herb to brew? As thou wishest.
Indeed.
Well, I never. So, tell me, dear, how does it feel to tell the tale?
Well,
I was never much for talking. It was Master who taught me how to weave stories. Oh, that lad was a tongue-tied fool in his youth as well. This and that. He could scarcely put two words together. Surely he was not that bad.
Indeed.
Trust me, dear. What grain of eloquence he now possesses was drummed into him by yours truly. I'd think twice before you tell him your tale. He might be jealous to hear you speak so beautifully.
well.
'Tis true that he doth not enjoy being shown up. In anything. Here you go. This should do the trick. You be sure to quaff it down in one gulp the moment Red-Eye's foul curse strikes you.
Thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee.
Oh dear.
Too soon for that. You can thank me once Zonta is back to his old self again.
Understood.
Very well. Herb of Grace times 10. Okay, so we actually get the item that they're talking about, which honestly scares, like, well, I mean, it doesn't scare me now, but when I first played through this, I was like, oh no, so this is an actual thing. There's gonna be a boss fight, and I'm gonna actually have to use this item. And then, wouldn't you know, I did the boss fight, and I don't think I used even a single one of the item. That's not to say I shouldn't have. I probably would have had an easier time of the boss fight without using it, but I definitely brute forced my way through that shit. Like, as I usually do. That's how I end up playing most of these games, is I just brute force my way through stuff. Like, dodging in Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West? Nah. Let's just take damage and heal through it, and brute force our way through the fights.
You are Honnet?
Yes?
I am. And thou one of the Knights Ardent.
At your service. I bear word from Lady Eliza. It is about the fiend, Red-Eye.
She hath found it?
Yes, near the desert city of Marceline. She awaits you there.
Then that is where I will go. Thank thee.
If you will excuse me, milady.
Taking your leave so soon?
Yes, it is time. I apologize for any burden I may have caused thee.
My pleasure, dear. There's always room under this roof for my favorite granddaughter. The burden of family is no burden at all.
thank thee. Looking after her, Alaic.
You don't have to tell me. That is my duty, and it will be done.
Indeed.
Oh, the Honnet theme.
Hannah, dear, for all your cleverness, you are as naive as a babe in the woods.
Oh, I wanted to mention something about this Honnet theme, and now I have to wait. Okay, if you listen carefully, you can hear part of the notes to Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid in it. Listen, listen. Oh, okay, it's not that part. I have to let it loop again. Like, I need you guys to confirm this for me, because every time I hear this song, I hear Part of Your World in the song. Oh, is it not gonna loop? Oh, it is gonna loop. Okay, but it may take a while. Okay, we'll let it ramp up a bit, but we'll let them talk.
You're a pretty girl, if not the beauty I was in my younger days. But I will hold you up with my prattle no longer. Go in safety, my dear.
Thank thee. When the hunt is done, I shall return.
Okay, I think it's coming up. Ready? I'll let you know. Part of your world. Same notes. Same exact notes. I don't know why, but all I can hear when I hear this song is that little bit from Part of Your World in this song. And it can't be intentional, and obviously, like, you know, there's only really so many ways you can make songs sound different, and there's bound to be some that have like the same, you know, melodic structures in them. But that's just one of those things. When I first heard the song, I was like, wait a minute. Why does that section of this song sound so familiar? And then I listened to it again, and I was like, that's totally The Little Mermaid. Like, sped up a little, you know, ever so slightly, but like same notes, same exact notes. I don't know, maybe that's just the music person in me just like paying attention to stuff like that. But now, I guarantee you, if you ever listen to Honnet's song again from now on, that's all you're gonna hear is just Part of Your World. And so does Honnet leave Still Snow behind her. Her quest has now become a hunt. To save her master, she must slay the beast they call Red Eye. With this knowledge, she strides toward her next destination, the city of Marsalim, surrounded by the sand of the Sunlands. Part of your world. Oh god, every time. Oh, okay. So that's it. That is Honnet's chapter 3. So now, Honnet's final chapter is in some desert city we haven't been to, named Marsalim, which is gonna be all the way down south. Yep, sure enough, there we go, Marsalim. So we have only Prim and Cyrus left to do, and we're an hour and 23 minutes in, so we are right on time. I did say that I wanted to very quickly, in between, I wanna fight this Knights Ardent over here, because I don't know if I don't know if they want me to fight them, and that's how they want to train or something, but I'm gonna try that. Because that's usually like a pretty good guess whenever somebody mentions like needing to train or whatever in this game. And he's only 4 like rank difficulties, so it should be fine.
Let us fight with honor. Now then.
Also, a little bit of a tidbit, but the same people who wrote the songs in Little Mermaid also wrote Little Shop of Horrors, for those of you that don't know that. I don't know, because I was just talking about my poster of Little Shop of Horrors, and then of course now I'm mentioning The Little Mermaid, and my brain goes, ooh, those two things are connected, because they were written by the same people. The songs, at any rate. Not the scripts or the screenplays, but the music. Musical lyrics, Howard Ashman and Alan Menken. The more you know. Little Shop is also my favorite musical of all time, so...
Victory shall be mine. Ha! Out of my way!
Nice, old brick. Ulbrich
No,
hitting with those extra attacks. That's what I like to see.
Out of my
Right,
way!
this person being only 4-star difficulty or whatever, they should go down with the cross strike.
Watch my blade dance.
Yeah, 6 that. Oh my god, Ulbrich, you're a beast. You're an absolute
thrill of the
animal. And also, you're like just ever so slightly not at level 33, which is annoying. Oh, and yes, I was right. Okay. Phew, you are every bit as strong as I had imagined. Seymour is my dream role. I haven't done theater in a very, very long time. Part of me would like to get back to it, but with my stomach and my acid reflux being so bad, it's honestly not a smart idea, because there are just some days when my acid reflux is so bad that it wreaks havoc on my vocal cords, and I can't be doing a professional show where people rely on me to be at peak health and then like just have a bad day where I can't sing because of acid reflux. So maybe if that stuff gets kind of sorted out this year, I'll be able to go back and do more, some more theater and stuff, and maybe I'll, copyrights and things permitted, maybe I'll post some of my performances. I do actually have a personal channel on YouTube, which I won't share publicly, but I have a clip of me singing a really amazing song from a musical called Parade. So I suppose if you wanted to do digging for like my name, you could probably find it, but I don't know. But did you know Ariel and Thumbelina share a voice actress? I did not know that, but I 100% believe it. I 100% believe it. I also want to say that the person who didn't the person who voiced Belle also voice Megara from Hercules? I think that's the same actress as well, same voice actress. But that matters not. I feel I have understood something new this day in battling you. I will set off again with renewed vigor. You there, boy. Was your father perhaps a member of the Knights Ardent? He's literally in a Knights Ardent outfit. I would imagine that there's a good chance that his dad was also one. I mean, I don't know. This doesn't have to be, but like... You look quite uncannily alike to a certain member of the Knights Ardent who once saved my life. You knew my father? I certainly did. A hero he was. He saved us all. A hero? I was just a wee mite when all this happened, mind. But I still remember those days of terror. Our village was being preyed upon by a whole pack of aggressive beasts. The only one able to take up a sword and fight for us was that father of yours. Even knowing that he would be alone in his fight, he did not abandon us in our hour of need. He marched right out of the village, not a man at his back, and fought off the beasts for us. It is thanks to your father that I'm here today to relate the tale to you. My conviction grows even stronger. I knew my father was no deserter. Yet he was stripped of his knighthood all the same. The truth must still be out there somewhere. Let us meet again someday. Oh, nice, a nourishing nut. I think that's an SP one. What is that one? Oh, HP. Tressa, you keep dying on me, so you take it. I don't know. The HP ones don't really concern me that much, because at some point HP matters a lot less than like reflective veils and sidesteps are going to be better overall than just padding your HP. Although technically with Ophelia's support skill where she can heal people past their maximum health, like that, technically healing your entire party up to 9,999 is actually doable, and sometimes a strategy, like, worth looking into. Alright, so let's head over to Prim's Chapter 3 now in Noble Court. I actually, when I first got to AMDA my first semester, the very, very first song that my first semester musical theater teacher gave me was Grow For Me from Little Shop of Horrors. And I did the whole thing. I had like a cute little Seymour outfit with like a vest and everything, and like the little name tag that said Seymour that also had like a little bit of blood kind of smeared on one corner of it, and I put like bandages around my fingertips because of course he like feeds the plant his own blood, and so during the show he like increasingly has more and more like band-aids and stuff on his fingers. And I had like, you know, the little Seymour like glasses and stuff and a little bow tie. It was I had a tiny plant too that they found for me, and it was such a good time for me. It is a dream role of mine, and technically I'm still like, I could still play that role. I would definitely have to shave. I would have to shave, and I'd have to dye my hair so that it's not blonde. I'd have to probably just, you know, put it back to either black, or I would have to maybe turn it brown or something, or they would wig me. I mean, they could technically wig me, but I don't know if I'd want to be wigged, you know? When I have a perfectly good head of hair that I don't mind dyeing whatever color they want it to be and cutting it however they need it to be. But I could still play Seymour. Because even when I was in college, all of my teachers at AMDA, they were like, you look so young on stage that basically, like right now at age 18, you can play like 12-year-olds. Which I basically did. In Parade, the character that I played in Parade, his name is Frankie Epps, and he's 13, I believe, in that show. So I played a 13-year-old who has like a very, very powerful, belty, like sad ballad number during, like in the middle of a funeral, and it's incredible. That's the song I was telling you guys about. That's somewhere on YouTube, on my personal channel. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of reminiscing now, like good old times. I had such a wonderful time at AMDA. Some people, you know, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life in terms of workload. It was like 4 years of a regular performing arts college crammed into 2. It's a conservatory, not an actual college program, but it's like one of the most esteemed conservatories in the United States for musical theater. You know, and moving to New York City and going to a school like that and just meeting the people that I got to meet and seeing the shows that I got to see, it was just like I will always cherish that time. It was just, anytime I think about AMDA, I just always think so fondly on it. But not everybody had a good time there. You know, I have friends that dropped out. I have friends that graduated, and even when they look back on it, they're like, AMDA was a waste of my time. And I'm like, I don't know how that's possible. Like, AMDA is one of those programs where you get out of it what you put into it. If you don't put work into it, then you don't get much out of it. And unfortunately to say, like, the people who tend to say that they got nothing out of AMDA, they were kind of the lazy assholes that didn't, like, actually go and, like, learn their lines of their, you know, numbers that they were working on, or their scenes that they were working on, or, like, they didn't work on their, you know, VPS stuff, or, like, what, like, they didn't put the work in, and so they felt like it was a waste of their time. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, nobody's gonna hold your hand or give you any kind of like secrets. Like, it's all about hard work. Like, the teachers are there to lead you in the correct direction, but it's up to you to put in the work to be better. Like, I don't know. Anyway, it was just such a cool, and like everybody gets assigned a voice teacher, and my voice teacher, her name was oh my god, why can't I remember? Jacqueline Schneider. Her name was Jacqueline Schneider, and she was this, like, she must have been in her late 50s. Actually, she might have been in her late 60s, honestly. But she was this tiny, like, I think Italian woman. I don't know. She had really, really, really short black, like, salt and pepper hair and glasses. And she was one of those ladies that, like, wore shawls. She's very fancy, and she had an apartment on, like, 72nd and Broadway. Between Broadway and Amsterdam, I think. Her apartment almost overlooked Central Park, so, like, she had money, is what I'm saying. And her apartment was decorated in nothing but, like, lavish, dark royal red colors, like red and golds and silvers, all very ornate stuff. Like, her couch had, like, a throw over it, you know, like that kind of stuff. And she had a tiny poodle named Valentino. And Valentino would sit on her lap as she would play piano for me during my voice lessons. And it was just, and she did shows at the Met Opera House. She was incredible, but like, it was, I don't know, it was such a trip. Like, sometimes I think back on it and I'm just like, did I really do that? Like, did I actually do that? And how did I survive? Like, how did I make it through that program and actually finish it and, like, leave with a you know, with my certificate. How did that happen? But I did. I don't know, I'm still very proud of it even to this day, even though I haven't done theater in forever. Although that may be changing. I do technically have one thing in the works, but I'm not allowed to say what it is. But if it does happen, it's not happening until next summer. So that gives me some time to maybe figure out the stomach issues before then. All right, Prim, you need to come and join our party. Honnet, we just did your chapter, so I think it's only fair that you go away. Tressa... You know, me and my wanting to collect and steal and everything, but Tressa's technically getting up there in levels, so I think maybe I need to bench Tressa. I think Tressa needs to be benched. I think I'm going to bench Tressa in favor of Alphen. So Alphen, you're actually... Welcome to the party, Alphen. Let's go with this. This is a weird party. It's weird, but I think it works. I mean, technically any combination of travelers works, as long as each individual traveler has like sufficient weapons and gear and stuff. They'll be fine. Hear a tale. Primrose. Heeding the words of the dying crow, you have come home to Noble Court, where you hope to find the truth that has eluded you for so long. All right, this is our first level 40 recommendation that we're doing, so here we go. Kayla says, anything worth doing isn't easy. Right you are. Right you are. The story so far. In the town of Stillsnow, Primrose got her first taste of revenge. There, she struck down the left wing of the crow, driving the dagger engraved with her family's words into his breast. Faith shall be your shield. The words had served her well. Now 2 remain. The man with the mark on his right arm, and the foulest bird of all, with a mark on his neck. Go home to Noble Court, she was told. There you will find the truth you seek. But will this truth bring her peace or further pain? And so, after too many years, Primrose comes home. So yeah, this is where Prim is originally from. I don't know if that's a surprise or not. I don't know if they've told us that yet at this point, but this is where Prim is from. How long has it been? When I left, I thought I would never return to this place. The crow said I would find the truth here. But what truth was he speaking of? 2 more men, bearing the mark of that foul bird. My search continues here. Look! That young lady! Is that not Lady Primrose?
No.
You're seeing things, friend. House Azelhart is nothing but a memory now. Right. Of course. No need to drag up old ghosts. There's plenty enough going on in the present. Just look. They mention it in her first chapter. They definitely show flashbacks to it, but I don't know if they mention if it's Noble Court or not. Also, when we first came to Noble Court for Therian's Chapter 2, there's an area... Sean and Angie were here, and I don't know if anyone else was. I mean, you certainly weren't, Kalis, but... Sean and Angie were here, and I was like, hey, does anyone recognize this, like, fancy-looking mansion? I was like, we've seen it before in, like, a flashback, but that's all I'm gonna say. And they never, I don't think they ever met, they didn't respond to me, so they either weren't in chat at that moment, or they didn't know. But it's Prim's house, or it was Prim's house. What's happening over there? Darling, please, open your eyes. No, say it is not so. Wow, we enter town and somebody's already dead. Cry and shame, that. And just as his business was starting to take off...
Just so.
Rumor has it he voiced his displeasure with his lordship a bit too loudly, if you catch my meaning. That's why I keep my mouth shut, lest I end up dead on the street like that poor sod.
What?
A murder? In Noble Court of all places?
But...
When I was young, Father and the City Watch saw that hardly a crime was committed here. What has become of this place since I left? Move! Out of the way, you slack-jawed fools! We're here by express order of his lordship to inspect the scene. Now clear out, lest we toss you in gaol for impending the investigation.
How can that...
The Lord's own guardsmen are investigating the crime? Where is the City Watch?
Hey.
I know that man. He was one of Father's trusted friends. Ravello Forsyth, Lieutenant Commander of the City Watch. At least, he used to be. So he was spared the wrath of the crows, at least. A raven from Still Snow, sir. I fear the tidings are ill. Master Rufus is...
Oh?
So the left wing has been clipped. It was the Azelhart girl that did the deed, did you say? So she still lives, after all. Guess we'll just have to do something about that. Mark my words, the Azelhart line ends here.
Could it be?
Lady Primrose? Is it truly you, Lady Primrose?
Impossible.
I know that voice. From a lifetime ago.
Primrose.
To mine eyes see true. You have grown lovelier than I ever could have dreamed, Lady Primrose.
Simeon.
Where have you been all these years? Not here, that's for certain. You know, I always wanted to run as fast and as far as I could from this stuffy old town. So I set out on a journey across the realm. And yet, no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape the pain. I could not escape from the pain of losing you.
Of course.
These days, I make a living as a playwright of sorts. I pen dramas and tragedies for the stage. You always did have a way with words. I swore I would never return to this place. Then one day, I felt an odd yearning. And no sooner do I arrive than I am reunited with you. Fate is a mysterious thing, is it not?
Primrose.
But enough about me. Where have you been all these years, my love? What do I even tell him? There is not a thing I can say without sullying his memories of me forever.
I'm sorry.
My apologies. That was too forward of me. You needn't say a thing. Besides, I can imagine all too well without hearing a word. Life has not been kind to you, and though you have grown all the more beautiful through the hardships you no doubt suffered, It still pains me that you had to suffer them. Simeon's gentle words stirred something in Primrose, a feeling she had not felt in many years. For the first time in what seemed like forever, she felt, somewhere deep in her heart, a measure of peace. He is too kind to me. He always was. Oi! What are you two doing loitering about? That looks like a spot of trouble that I just as soon avoid. Come, my lady, let's find somewhere we can chat in private. Oh. Oh, he's very firm with her. Don't know how I feel about that.
Seeing you again, it brings back so many memories. Memories of my childhood days in this town. I could never understand why my father was so strict with me. I was always running off to the gardens for a good cry.
And that was where I would find you. And find an excuse to shirk my duties as gardener's apprentice. I wanted nothing more than to spend time with you. To be a part of your world.
Part of your world? Oh my god, what are the chances? What are the chances that... Okay, I don't even need to explain that. That's weird. So weird.
Little lady, why do you cry so?
What?
We couldn't help but be drawn to one another. Like the bees, drawn to the nectar of the fragrant blooms. You were always penning poems for me. Your words, your songs, gave me comfort and solace. In the darkest days after I lost Father, you would sing them for me over and over.
To tell the truth, Primrose, I left this town to search for you. I tried so many times to forget you, to accept that you were gone. Yet time and again I found myself reciting the poems I had written you. Can you forgive me, Primrose?
There is nothing to forgive. It was all so very long ago. I too have moved on from those days. I have found my own reason to go on.
And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace. Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer, for it is only in dreams that we may meet again.
Simeon.
And then, there was silence. In that moment, there was nothing that words could convey.
Lady Primrose, I intend to remain in town for some time yet. I still have not forgiven myself, knowing that I could not do more for you. It tortures me to this day. If there is any way at all, in which I can be of service to you, my lady, you need only say the word.
Thank you, Simeon. Enough distractions. I must find the men marked by the crow. But where to begin?
Alright.
A moment of your time.
May I be so bold as to pry? Huh? That man is very important to you, is he not? Why do you say that? 'Tis a conjecture based on how you both look at each other. Had you not chosen to live your life the way you do, I wonder if... You can stop right there, Professor. How I live my life is my affair, not yours. Yes, quite. I do apologize. I'd best be careful around him. He's sharper than he looks. Cyrus has got you numbered, Prim. Alright, so did we get...
Hello.
Oh right, we don't have the third crest that we need for this guy because it's in a place we haven't been to yet. Alright, well let's... What was it? Look around town? Alright. Sure.
Farewell.
Farewell, Geoffrey. I will return.
What?
What's this? Are my eyes to be believed?
How could this...
My lady, are you... Geoffrey's... It has been too long, Master Forsyth.
Lady Primrose?
Too long indeed. We all knew you would grow to be a great beauty, but even still, I feel as though I am standing before a vision from the heavens. It brings me great joy to know you are well, my Lady Primrose. As it does me to see you hale and hearty, Master Forsyth.
Thank the gods.
Age has stooped my back and blurred my eyes, but just seeing you before me, I thank the gods for blessing me with long life. You flatter me overmuch, my good sir. I was just paying Geoffrey a visit, as I do from time to time. You should do the same, Lady Primrose. Let your father bask in your beauty as well.
No.
No. I cannot face father. Not yet. Before that, there's something I must do. I'm sorry to hear it, my lady. But where have you kept yourself all these years? There are many here who would have been more than happy to take you in.
The truth is...
I have been on a journey of sorts, if you must know the truth.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me, I had no idea you had suffered through such dark days. You did well to endure them and return to us, Lady Primrose.
Actually...
I endured only because I must. I must learn the truth behind Father's death. And I have my revenge upon the bastard, and have my revenge upon the bastards who took him from me. Master Forsyth, is there nothing you can tell me? There was a time when I, too, spared no effort in trying to unravel the secrets behind Lord Geoffrey's murder. But in the end, I was left... Oh, I skipped it. Dang it. My lady, I urge you to tread lightly. This business will be the death of you if you do not watch your back. I am ready for whatever may come.
I know what I must do.
Very well. Come with me and I'll tell you what I know. You be careful, Prim. I mean, technically this guy's not a stranger, but she hasn't seen him in so long that, you know. I'm back, Anna.
Oh?
I was wondering what kept you, dear. Pray tell, who is this beauty you've brought with you?
It's not possible.
Lady Primrose? My, but I never... And so beautiful a woman grown. Pinch me, my dear, I must be dreaming. I thought the same myself. Now, what say we share a cup of tea? And so, from that dark day onward, the balance of power here in Noble Court shifted, and shifted dramatically. Under Lord Geoffrey's stewardship, House Azelhart was the most prominent of all the great families. Working closely with the City Watch, he took it upon himself to uphold the peace and keep the people happy. Crime of any sort was nigh unheard of. Oh, what happy days those were. Though those with a wont to do ill deeds might have found it a bit stifling. But it matters little. Those times of peace and security are all but a dream now. In the chaos and disorder that followed the fall of House Azelhart, a group of men seized power. They called themselves the Obsidians. They began their operation peddling illicit tinctures back when your father still lived. Working in the shadows, just out of sight of Geoffrey's watchful eye, they made one shady deal after the next, filling their coffers and making powerful friends. Swayed by the influence of their coin, countless once lawful men cast their lot with these villains. And the ones that didn't... Captain Albus commanded the City Watch in those days, maybe you remember him? He was Lord Geoffrey's right hand, and the most just and honorable man I've been privileged to know. Unfortunately, his code of honor put him at odds with the Obsidians, and so they took action. Murdered, like my father.
And then...
Absent his leadership, the City Watch collapsed, and the Obsidians seized power with the greatest of ease. I spent years trying to follow the trail of corruption, to find who it led to, where blood money flowed. In the end, I found that I was up against an opponent too evil. I have faced innumerable threats to my own life. 2 of my cohorts from the Watch who worked tirelessly to help me try to track down the truth were murdered in cold blood. Honor and justice are long dead here, never to return. I'm an old man now, and I grow weary of this battle. I am but a minor landowner with no influence of which to speak. All I can do is bring flowers to Geoffrey's grave.
Lady Primrose?
There's nothing more I can do for him, or you. And so I beg of you, Lady Primrose, leave this place. Trust me, my lady. Were your father here, he would say the same. I beg to differ, Master Forsyth. Were my father here, this is what he would say.
Faith shall be your shield.
Mayhap you are right. Mayhap I have only twisted my memories of Geoffrey to ease my regret at my own cowardice. Forgive me, my lady. I do you a dishonor.
Now then.
I know where the Obsidians make their headquarters in town. I'll take you there.
Lady Primrose.
I will wait for you here, my lady. Pray tell me whenever you are ready to depart. Honor. Tell me, Ulbrich, what does honor mean to you? A simple question, but one with no easy answer. For me, it is using my blade to protect others. There is naught else I can offer. Sometimes I think you're too humble for your own good. No matter how lofty our aspirations, in the end we can only do what we are capable of. Better then to make ourselves the best we can be than dream in vain of saintliness. Well said. That's what I'm trying to do. Improve myself so I can do more. Especially since I met you. You're a true inspiration, you know. Egads, I hope I'm not blushing again. Alright, I think we're ready to go with it. Actually, let's, hold on. No. I want to... Oh, she can't be scrutinized? Do you remember our boy Jan, my lady? Perhaps you don't recall, but the two of you were playmates as children. So many nights, you came sneaking back home after dark, and I would scold the two of you together. It felt as if I'd gained a daughter. Of course, Jan's a man grown now. He works with his father, looking after the town and tending to our estate. But I have heard him murmur more than once over the years. I wonder where Lady Primrose might be now. And now, fate has brought you back to us at last. A splendid thing, is it not? You trying to hook us up with your son? Fat chance, lady. I don't know, is he cute? We'll talk. This is the Den of Obsidians.
Lovely.
You have my gratitude, Master Forsyth. I cannot guarantee your safety should you choose to go forward, my lady.
I owe you a debt.
Nor would I ask you to.
Lady Primrose?
You mean to avenge Jeffrey's death, do you not?
I'll do what I must.
I do. It has been my sole reason for living all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. In that case, Lady Primrose, pray allow this old man to accompany you. There was a time when I too vowed I would see justice served. For so long I had abandoned hope and lost my way. But reuniting with you, it has lit the path before me anew as if a light of the flame shined upon us. I realize now that, for all I have learnt over the years, I still know nothing of true bravery.
So then...
Master Forsyth,
I beg of you.
if your faith will be your shield, Lady Primrose, let me be the sword at your side. Alright, he's coming with us, actually, which is interesting. Sir, the Lady Azelhart comes calling.
Oh?
Does she now? How thoughtful of her to save me the trouble of hunting her down myself. It's all playing out just as the boss said. Which reminds me, wasn't he supposed to be joining us?
Yeah!
On that matter, sir, I'm afraid there's been a slight change of plans. He left a message. It appears there are some preparations he would see to first. That's our boss. He's always had a flair for the dramatic. Sir? No doubt he's preparing a welcome party of his own. My Lady Azelhart. 'Tis a pity you'll not live to see it. For the right wing will snuff the life out of you right here. Pay a visit to the right-hand man. Alright. Oh, and I keep forgetting we have this woman with us, with Prim. We need to take her to, like, see that plinth in that one dungeon. It's like, the reward for doing that quest is probably not even good at this point in the game. Like, it's probably gonna be like 1500 leaf and, like, some crappy item we don't need. But, ooh, I see you, hidden room. Oh. Interesting. I like the robes on the wall. Oh, dang it! It's a Therian chest. I'm almost, like, sad that I found this hidden room, because now I feel like I found the hidden room, but I can't actually I'm not rewarded for finding it because I don't have freaking Therian with us. Man, just imagine for a second if, like, if you could open the purple chest just simply by attaching the thief job to somebody, to anybody. Like, wouldn't that be so much better? I don't know. Alright, Cyrus is starting out, so what do we got here? We've got a Thunder Curator and an Icky Slug. I don't know. Why don't we try Blizzard? Okay, nothing was weak to that. That's fine.
I am ready.
Prim, since we tried Blizzard, let's try Fire.
Flames, burn this away.
Nobody is weak to that either. Great.
Bring it on.
Do your last stand. And then hopefully Old Brick can finish these things off, but I don't know. He's got a better sword than bow, right? So I think level slash would be the way to go here. Ugh, nothing died. Oh my god. Oh, level 40, y'all. Oh, it's starting to get real now. Did we try lightning? Well, the thing in the front's not going to be weak to lightning, but maybe the slugs will be. They're not. And someone's going to die. Prim, don't die. Okay, they didn't go after Prim. That's good news. Prim, I don't know, Firestorm. Okay, that finished him.
The show is over.
Alright, we took quite a bit of damage there, so let's go ahead and heal. There we go. Should I save? I haven't saved in a while. Also, I see that chest down there. Do I have to go back down the stairs to get that? I imagine... Well, I mean, I have to go down some stairs to get that, obviously, but... Yeah, we gotta go this... Oh! Oh, yes, I can go through here. Inspiriting Plum Basket. Oh, not a bad item. We have used a couple of those on our playthrough so far. I just want to say I love Prim's chapters. They're always so good. Oh, another... Oh, wow, another secret room. Wow, I am, like, super eagle-eyed today. I don't know how I found that one. I don't know how I found that one. That was by total chance. Oh, they're weak to light, huh?
I am ready.
Well, okay. Unfortunately, we don't really have, like, Alphen's elemental attack isn't very good. So let's just do this with Cyrus. Buff Cyrus up. And hope he just kills them with brute strength, because we're taking a lot of damage already.
A great inferno to scorch.
He did not kill them with brute strength.
Bring it on.
Normally I would heal with Alphen here, but I kind of want to just do some damage.
This calls for surgery.
Because I think we're going to need it. Old Brick, use your sword. God, these things have so much health. Luckily, I think Prim can finish this.
What's the big idea?
Oh, a lot of damage is happening. Prim, Firestorm.
Flames, burn this away.
Okay, good.
The show is over.
Okay, 2 people leveled up, but we do need to heal again. Look at that, a single use of first aid for only 4 SP heals, like, my party up to basically full, like each person individually. It's pretty good. Usually, the abilities that only target one enemy or one ally, they usually have higher base damages or healing than the AoE version, so first aid, technically, if you need to heal just one person by a lot, like, it's the way to go. It's a good ability. Also, I don't understand this up top. Like, what is the point of that up there when there's no way through and no chest or anything up there? I don't get it. But anyway, Prim's chapters are always good. I know I've talked a lot about this, but, like, Prim's chapters, I would say out of all the chapters in the game, out of all the characters in the game, Prim is the only character that... Well, Prim and Cyrus. Cyrus as well, but Prim kind of still beats Cyrus out a little bit in terms of just, like, overall how good everyone's chapters are. Like, obviously, Honnet has kind of, like, want chapters. Like, Tressa's got decent chapters. Technically, Tressa's chapter 4, in my opinion, is her far and away her best chapter. But then you've got characters like Ophelia, who have like her chapter 2 sucks, but honestly, it really kind of does in my opinion. But she makes up for it with her chapter 3 and chapter 4. So, but Prim is just like all around, like we love Prim's chapters, or at least I do. I love Prim's chapters. Would it be better to put the you know what? Let's just I don't know. Let's just do this. We'll do Firestorm.
Flames, burn this away.
I think this is more damage than buffing Cyrus at this point, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it is. Actually, these ravens are probably weak to lightning. I probably should have done that, but oh well. Okay, well the ravens are dead. This weird slug thing is still alive, but I don't know.
The battle is truly joined.
Nice.
I am ready.
You have to admit, 600 damage for just Ulbrich swinging with a standard attack is like pretty good, actually. Don't kill Prim. Okay, thank you.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Oh, and I did look on the wiki.
Should have studied harder.
Firestorm and Blizzard and Lightning Blast or whatever, they all have the same base multipliers of damage, I think. I'm pretty positive. I went back and checked the other day, and going from page to page, they all looked the same to me. So my theory about Firestorm doing the most damage when shields are broken, while technically still not wrong, that the same principle does apply. Like, the extra damage only happens when the shield is up, to my knowledge. Once the shield is down, the enemies just take the same amount of damage from any attack, but they don't take extra damage from elements that the shields are weak to. Does that make sense? Or abilities or types that the shields are weak to. So the shield weaknesses are literally just there to tell you how to break the shields and how to do extra damage if a shield is up. Because you do like the 50% extra damage while the shield is up if you use an attack that the shield is weak to. But again, once the shield goes down, then it doesn't matter. Any attack will do the same, so you want to use the highest possible attack, essentially. Highest damaging attack? I don't know. Man, we are almost at 50 hours into this game. That's crazy. Where is the time gone?
You a lesson.
Here goes nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get Alphen a better axe. Like, his axe is not bad. Like, for a healer, he does decent damage, but
witchery.
I feel like he could do better. And man, they just blinded Ulbrich. Great. Now he's gonna miss everything here.
I will cut you down.
Yeah, he missed one of the attacks, which is unfortunate.
I am ready.
Prim, yeah, let's go ahead and use let's use lightning. Well, I don't know what they're gonna be weak to.
Ring out.
Yeah, they're not weak to lightning. Alright. Cyrus use Blizzard? Oh, the one in the front was weak to it. And then the one that Ulbrich missed is still alive. That is annoying. Okay, now, wow, it had less than 100, had 146 health or less. That's poo. Oh, there's a chest here. I don't know if this is a boss room or not. Is this a boss room? Chatting with us lunks? What are you referring to? What are you referring to, Kalis? Did I say something and I've already forgotten what I said? I don't know what that pertains to. Let's go ahead and let's just do some Inspiriting Plums on people to get SP back up. And then, sure. Because I don't know if this is the boss room in this room or if it's more of this mansion. But we'll be safe rather than sorry. Oh, it's the boss room. Okay.
You're a stubborn one, aren't you? Like father, like daughter. So you were the one who clipped the left wing.
And you are the right. I have waited too long for this day.
This man is... No. It cannot be.
Oh, I see. Kayla says, because I said, where did the time go? And Kayla says, chatting with us, Lunks? Yeah, honestly, it does pass the time. When the chat is more lively, it usually makes time pass a lot quicker for me, because I'm having more fun, you know, talking with people. I'm a big talker, as you might notice.
You really did a number on us, didn't you? The left was responsible for maintaining and expanding our little circle of friends. Well, I provided the coin and the power. We made quite the team, if I do say so myself. Nothing, no one could stand in our way.
Why are you telling me all of this? Why are you evil monologuing at me?
Now you've gone and fouled it up.
Have I now? All I've done is removed a filthy scavenger from this world. One less crow, and our realm will be better off for it.
You're a bold one, I'll give you that. But it seems I have another guest today.
Maybe
It's been
brown.
a while, old friend.
Maybe a brown recluse stole your time. Oh my god, Angie.
So it is you.
Oh nice, Kayla says I got into my painting, felt like doing it tonight. Nice! I love that. That sounds like such a relaxing, nice evening, just having somebody stream on and just painting. And did you make your cup of tea? Hopefully you made your cup of tea, because that would like be the cherry on top. You know, figuratively speaking, of course.
Lady Primrose, this is the man who disappeared after your father's murder. The man I feared dead.
Oh,
Albus, I thought you were a man of honor.
It's the guy he was telling us about earlier.
What?
Honor's all well and good, but it doesn't buy you much.
How could I have been so blind? It was you who sold out Jeffrey to those villains. He trusted you more than anyone. And you stabbed him in the back for a post in that goddamned league.
That's my second in command. A bit slow on the uptake, but you'd always figure it out in the end. This village was a rotten husk long before Jeffrey Azelhard met his end. Anyone with half their wits knew the Obsidians were pulling all the strings from the shadows. I simply cast my lot with the winning horse. A simple business decision.
These characters, any character that just like switches sides depending on who's winning or whatever, I hate those characters. They all need to die.
Lady Azelhard. Your father spoke grandly of peace and order until the day he met his end. He would talk of his vaunted faith and how it would shield the town from any danger. In the end, he couldn't even save himself. And now a field of headstones is all that remains of the once proud House Azelhart. Goes to show you what the faith of a fool is worth.
You traitorous bastard! Lord Jeffrey was 1,000 times the man you are. You'll sully his name no longer.
Master Forsyth, enough.
But Lady Primrose...
The time for talk has ended. This man, if one can even call him a man, should not live a moment longer.
Oh boy, there's Prim's music.
There's a fire in your eyes, girl. Yes. It reminds me of the fire in your father's eyes when he faced his end. I am Albus, proud bearer of the mark of the Crow. Come at me, Primrose Azelhart. I will see that you meet the same fate as your dear father.
Time for the main event.
All right, so we have this guy's the right wing, right? Or is this the Wait, was this the guy with the neck tattoo, or was this the right wing? Man, I need to pay attention more. It's one of the two, okay? It's not the head of the... Actually, no, I think this is the right wing. I don't think this is the one with the neck tattoo. Anyway, Cyrus is getting to attack first, which is annoying. But... I'm just gonna hit him with fire. Maybe he's weak to fire. He is not weak to fire. Okay.
I'm ready.
Prim, why don't you check and see if he's weak to ice?
Be engulfed in my blizzard.
He's not. I remember this guy being scary too. I don't remember the gimmick of this fight, but I remember him being a bit scary. Ulbrich, just use your bow for now, I guess.
All right.
And then Alphen, you probably don't need to heal. Why don't you hit him with your axe? God, what is this?
Here we
Dude,
go.
he's like weak to nothing. Maybe he is weak to Holy Light. He is, of course he is, because he's a bad guy. He's weak to light. All right, so he's not weak to fire or ice. Is he weak to lightning? He's not even weak to lightning. What the heck?
I'm ready.
Is he weak to dark? Well, that would be weird, but he could be.
The moonlight waltz.
He's not weak to dark. So, wind, right? That's the only element I haven't tried yet.
Now then.
Oh my god, Cyrus is on 18 health. Ooh, okay, well... Ulbrich, why don't you heal Cyrus?
Use this.
And then we can attack next turn, because you'll have, like, full BP. And I'm just gonna hit him a bit with this. He's not gonna break him, but we'll get him close. Man, this is annoying. Whatever. Cyrus, why don't you take this time to Peacock Strut. Prim is gonna get to attack twice here, so I'm actually gonna Peacock Strut Prim.
The peacock shall strut.
I know this seems weird, but I'm gonna Peacock Strut Prim. And then I'm going to Firestorm, I guess?
Flames, burn this away.
She'll do a little bit of damage. And then...
Here we go.
Alphen, I want you to do a max level in poison.
Pick your poison.
8 turns of poison, that'll do us some good here.
I am ready.
And then Prim, I want you to Peacock Strut Cyrus. They're Peacock strutting each other.
The Peacock
It's a big Peacock Strut party.
Here we go.
And then... we could heal, right? We could heal. Let's go ahead and use First Aid on Cyrus.
That'll do her.
Never fear, I'm here now. I've been listening but not chatting. I did notice you were a little oh, okay, he's weak to daggers. I did notice you were a little extra quiet tonight. I don't really want to break this. You know what? I'm gonna wait to break him. I'm gonna wait. Ulbrich, you're gonna heal Prim.
Use this.
And then Cyrus. Cyrus, I'm only gonna boost you once here. And then I'm gonna do a big... Oh, I shouldn't have done that actually. I should have just boosted him fully. Because what I want to do here, what I want to do is I wanted to go down here and I wanted to use a light soulstone. Or actually a wind soulstone. Because I'm like 99% sure he's weak to wind. Yep. Weak to wind.
I am ready.
Alright, Prim. Let's just... I don't even care. Let's just use Firestorm again.
Flames, burn this away.
And unfortunately, we can't steal or collect from this guy, so that
Here
sucks.
goes nothing.
But, oh well. Alphen... I don't even know what I want to do with you.
Yeah.
Let's, you know, he's broken. Let's see how much damage we can do with, amputation.
Ha!
1500, honestly, for a healer, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Ulbrich... Also, I shouldn't be boosting with people this turn. I should wait until next turn when I have more BP.
I am ready.
Prim... Let's boost Cyrus, because he's going to lose his buff, and I kind of want him to have... Yeah, I kind of want him to have more than just one turn of buff, because he'll get to attack before her the following turn.
All right.
You know what? Let's give some BP back to Prim so she can actually like attack and stuff.
Now then.
Ulberich, now we are going to cross-strike
Watch my
with our
blade
BP.
dance.
And then Cyrus, we're gonna do a big, beefy... I could be using Alphon's Enlightenment here, but I'm just gonna... Well, you know what? Yeah.
Alaphin, Lord of Learning.
I'm doing it. I'm going all in on this strat. We'll see if it works, or if I'm dumb for doing this, but... Settle down, you whelps. I don't know what that does, but I don't like it. Let's just keep firestorming. Oh, dude, he's on yellow health. Of course he is. I mean, look at that. That's non-boosted and his shield is up, and we're still doing, like, pretty decent damage to him. Alright, let's do that. Prim. You know what, Prim? Can we... No, Prim, let's, I can't really do much here. That's the problem. You know what? Let's just do this. This is probably a waste of my turn, but oh well.
Here goes nothing.
You know what, Alphin? Let's do a concoct. Let's do an injurious seed with... Did I ever figure out the light one? I think it's... Oh, Olive Bloom is... We need to figure out what does light damage. It's not Addlewort, is it? Oh, that would be annoying if it was Addlewort. It could be Curious Bloom. We got fire, ice, lightning, wind, dark. This should... Okay, let's just try Addlewort. I don't know.
How do you like this?
Okay, so I think that was light damage.
I am ready.
I think that's absolutely what that was. Alright, and now he's broken.
What is the logical
Cyrus, you don't have your full BP, but you're still gonna do a lot of damage here, bud, so... Actually, no. Actually, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do Firestorm. I know how I want to do this now. Oh my god, Cyrus. Wow, he didn't even need the third BP. He didn't need it. He just actually didn't. Let's figure out how to concoct something. Like, let's do a Purifying Seed with Essence of Pomegranate for Cyrus.
Try this.
Oh my, that gives 4 BP.
Victory shall be won.
Wow, that's a lot. Cross strike.
Watch my blade
he's gonna...
dance.
Oh yeah. Okay, Ulbrich gets the killing blow, and Cyrus didn't even get to attack with, like, the big hit. It would have done 999. It would have done all that. Sean says, was in the garage getting diesel fuel in my eyes and oil in my hair. Trying to avoid touching my phone when dirty, but I'm all settled in now for the finale. Good, because it's about to get... Well, you'll see. So Kalis is sitting down painting and watching a stream and hopefully having a nice cup of hot tea. Sean is all settled in after being all greased up, working on a car. Today's just a cozy day, isn't it? Just one of those days. One of those nights, I guess. Oh, I actually have to do something here. Oops.
And then there was one.
There was no warrior in Noble Court more fierce than he. You fought wonderfully, Lady Primrose.
Simeon?
Why is the happy music playing? This is weird. What is he doing here?
Primrose. Fancy meeting you here.
What brings you to this terrible place?
But of course. About that, you see... There's something I simply had to tell you.
What? Simeon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that you were looking around for my friend here. And you know what they say about birds of a feather.
The mark.
Oh,
of the crow. But why? Simeon!
Do forgive me, Lady Primrose. There was just one thing I forgot to mention. The head of the Obsidians, the crow atop the roost, and oh yes, the one who killed your dear, dear father. It was me.
No, it can't be.
Bravo. Oh, bravo, Lady Primrose. I knew you had it in you. That was a virtuoso performance, my love. The audience gasps. At long last, she tracks down the villain she's been hunting all these years, only to find out it is her one true love. Look at the tears she weeps, the blood she spills, and pity her. Oh, the tragedy! It moves me to the depths of my soul! Fare thee well, my poor, poor love.
Lady Primrose? Lady Primrose!
She can't really shank him right now, Sean. She's a little, she's busy at the moment. Simeon? Yes? What do you want? Where are you going? To work. Where else? The hedges want for trimming. Who cares about the gardens? Won't you stay with me? I feel so much at peace when you're with me. Won't you read me one of your poems? Pretty please? As you wish, my lady. And worry not your pretty heart. I will always be watching over you. Oh, thank you. Was it all a dream? Oh! No. That nightmare was all too real.
What?
Thank the heavens! You've come back to us at last! Darling! Darling, come quickly!
Oh!
My Lady Primrose! Why, I feared we had lost you forever. I feared the same, my dear.
Thank the gods!
Oh, but the heavens can be merciful.
So then...
Master Forsyth,
Mm-hmm.
You slept for 3 days and 3 nights.
But...
I see. That terrible man, that Simeon, fled town before we could do a thing. Whatever does he hope to accomplish by such monstrous deeds? Everything about the man is a mystery.
However...
I was, however, able to convince one of his lackeys to talk. They say he makes for the town of Everhold in the mountains to the south of here. What business he has there, I cannot say.
I understand.
Then I know where I must go.
Farewell.
Would that I could join you there, but I am not as young as I once was, and I have a family that needs me. Be safe, my dear child. May you find the answers you seek.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master Forsyth. I will... You can be certain of that. And so, Primrose left home behind once more, her ultimate goal finally in reach. Only one man, the leader of the Crows, remains to be dealt with. Yet, knowing his identity, each step she takes feels heavier than lead. The final act awaits her in Everhold, in the Highlands. But will her tale come to a happy or tragic end? Sean says, something, stereotypical female armor didn't protect anything. What armor? For you to say that, she has to be wearing armor first. I'm only joking, okay?
Primrose.
Don't come at me, angry internet mob. Hey, Primrose. This is for you. Medicine? It'll fix you fast if it starts to hurt again. Thank you. Listen, I want you to take care of yourself, okay? I'm asking as your apothecary and a friend. Thank you, Alphen. Alphen always is such a sweetheart, isn't he? Alright, well there we go, Prim's Chapter 3. I mean, so... that is definitely a twist, you know? I will say that when you meet Simeon in this chapter at the beginning, like when I met him, I was like, there's something off about this guy that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think he was gonna outright come out from the shadows and like shank her, but something felt wrong about him. And then sure enough, he's the head of the Crows. So it's like, wow, okay, that's a twist. I don't know, it's just another thing, like, Prim's chapters are just written so well. Like, they're nothing, like I've said this a couple times, this game's story, it's not like it's revolutionary or anything. You know, you've heard more or less all of these storylines in some kind of capacity in many other different games and other media outlets, books and movies and stuff. But for what Octopath does, it does it well. It's like none of these stories are like crazy inventive or anything, but they take like classic tropes and they just do them really well, I feel like. And I like that, because the game's not really like pretending to be anything it's not. It's just it's just saying, this is what this game is and we're gonna do this really well. And I feel like it hits the mark, for the most part. Unless you're Ophelia's Chapter 2, in which case, GTFO game. Get out of here with that crap. I hate those kids in that chapter, and the final boss was stupid and disappointing. But other than Ophelia's Chapter 2, other than that, I think pretty much most of the other chapters are either anywhere from like pretty good to like on fire. And Prim's are just all on fire. I really, really like Prim's chapters. I don't know. Okay, so we're about 2 hours and 38 minutes in. So let's take we'll take like another half an hour or so and we'll do some more side quests. Let's see, what can we do here? My dream is to become a singer and travel the world, but thanks to my father's debt, I'm stuck in a rut here. You know what, let's go to Still Snow. I think for this one, we have to guide her and then bring her into... Oh, I know where we bring her. She wants to become a singer. Let's help her achieve that. Oh, but you know what? Actually, let's pull out Ophelia. Wait, why... Oh yeah, because we can't allure her. Maybe we can guide her? Let's see if we can guide her. Hopefully we can. We can't guide her either, really? Why?
Good.
I could, okay. I'm gonna pull out my spreadsheet. I could have sworn that we, like, take her to Still Snow, and then she, like, becomes a singer there. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different quest? Let's see. Quests. Still Snow. Setting out. Solution 1, you can provoke her father, who is somewhere here in Still Snow, or you can allure the tavern proprietor from Quarry Crest and bring him back to Pensive Girl. Okay, well, let's go to Quarry Crest then. That also gives us a chance to hear the bomb-ass music in Quarry Crest. It feels nice, more or less, having all of the, like, scrutinizes and thieving things out of the way for now in most of these towns, because, like, I don't feel like I'm obligated to have to check every single NPC, but, obviously, like, we have one more Chapter 3, and then we're gonna be on the Chapter 4s, and there's gonna be a whole new, like, slew of goodies for us. Ooh, Therion. Do you have anything for me? Nope. What kind of a thief are you? You can't even steal items and give them to me? Come on, Therion. That's like why we brought you with us. Okay, why can't I talk to the guy? Oh, I don't even know why I'm trying to talk to the guy. Who's the tavern proprietor? This guy. Sir, I need you to come with me, but you're coming with Ophelia. Because Prim has the other girl. Oh, we're gonna lead her to those caves. That's the other thing we're gonna do. Still snow, still snow, still snow. Back up here. You the one? The one who wants to be a singer? Then let's have a song out of you. Can you imagine somebody just coming up to you and being like, hey, let's have a song out of you? How rude. Yes, that's it! This is the voice I've been searching for. I've been looking for a singer to take center stage in my tavern. And your voice, oh, it's sweeter than any wine I've got on offer. You must come and sing for me. You truly wish me to sing for you? Well, I would absolutely love to, but I can't. And why not? You want to be a singer, don't you? I do, but my family, they cannot make it without me. I'm afraid we owe a great deal to a moneylender and nothing. I will take your debts on as my own. Wow, this guy really believes in her, doesn't he? What? But you can't possibly. It's nothing compared to the profit you'll bring my tavern soon enough. Your voice has enchanted me, my girl. You are the only one I'll have on my stage. Then, yes, I do want to sing. I would be delighted to sing for you. Nothing would please me more. Thank you for introducing me to the singer of my dreams. Alright. Alluring, ooh. Oh, that's actually a helpful item. If I remember correctly. Increases the chance of encountering enemies. So if you guys remember, there's a forbidden bow in Goldshore that we saw that we haven't bought yet. That also does that same thing. This stacks with that. And there's multiple alluring ribbons you can get in this game, and they all stack with each other. So there comes a point when you're, like, when you want to grind out JP and all that stuff, mostly JP, but also XP, you can literally put all of these items on and take evasive maneuvers off Cyrus, and then just walk like 2 steps and you'll run into a battle, and then walk 2 more steps, and it like really speeds up the grinding process. So it's not gonna help us immediately right now, but it will, like, if I want to go and grind out like stuff, enemies, then it will help us. Stoneguard, lost in translation. This tome came from a land across the sea. Sadly, it's written in a script. But you know what? You know what quest we should do? Let's do this before I keep forgetting, because like it's gonna drive me nuts if I keep forgetting this. Let's go to Cobblestone. And then from Cobblestone, we'll go out to that dungeon that we've already been to. We'll take this girl. I think this is the same girl. God, I hope it is. We'll take this girl. We'll show her her plinth that she wants to see, which is a weird word, plinth. I don't know, it's a weird word. And hopefully she'll be happy and she'll give us some kind of reward, but I kind of doubt it will be anything I actually care about. Ugh. My TMJ is like flaring up, like my jaw just feels so tense today. I don't know why. I'm like trying to relax and like trying to breathe, but my body, I have so much anxiety in my soul. Like even when I shouldn't. I don't have any anxiety about anything in particular. I just feel so wound up all the time. I probably need to go to like a massage therapist like twice a week or something. I probably need to be doing that. But honestly, like the closest, like my husband and I have a subscription to Massage Envy, but we made it when we were out in Arizona, and now that we're in North Carolina, the closest one to us is like 30 minutes away, and I just don't want to drive myself 30 minutes to go get a massage. It's like, to go get a massage, I first have to do this thing that's going to stress me out, because I don't like driving. If I don't have to drive somewhere, I just don't do it. So to do this thing that's supposed to be there to relax me and relieve my muscle stress, I'm going to then instead cause more anxiety. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me in my head. You remember teaching Angie that word? Plinth? Look, over there. This plinth looks a little phallic, I'm not gonna lie. I would not have thought to search here, and yet... Really, game? Wait a minute. Okay, I don't need to tell you guys why okay. The plinth itself is phallic looking, and she just said, and yet this erection is unquestionably ancient. She wanted us to take her to an ancient erection. Okay then. Let me just scrape off this moss. Ooh. They do make, like, ointments for that, you know. An inscription in High Hornburgian. Luckily, I am well versed in the tongue. Well, according to this, the ancient realm of Farian once ruled over these lands. And what's more, it says that the second prince of Farian was none other than a man named Beowulf. It goes on to say that Farian joined forces with the Knights Ardent in war against a rival realm. Prince Beowulf led the combined armies to victory on behalf of his king. As a reward for his great deeds in battle, he was bequeathed the conquered lands. So it was that he founded the kingdom of Hornburg, whose gallant knights would perfect these lands for ages to come. This tallies exactly with the King Beowulf legend. Why, it is proof that the great man was no myth, but living flesh and blood. Well, it's not proof. I mean, somebody wrote this on here. They could have been lying or telling us, you know, there's no proof about this lady, but sure. This is the breakthrough I have sought for years. How can I ever thank you, friend? I shall study this monument more closely, and then take the greatest delight in exposing my colleagues as the obdurate fools they are. Obdurate. Ooh, that's a new word I haven't ever heard before. If you will be continuing your journey in these lands, I am sure our paths will cross again. Till then, my friend. Okay, but like, I'm not... So we took this woman to see an ancient erection, and as a reward, we get a tough nut. The developers knew exactly what they were doing here, right? They knew exactly what they were doing here. This is no coincidence. Who do I want to give defense to? Let's give it to Cyrus, why not? He's... Oh, I didn't mean to give him 2 of those, but hey, Cyrus, you have a lot of physical defense now. You know who I should be taking Therion with us as we do these quests, so that if we come across, like, purple chests in dungeons or such, like, he'll be able to open them. Going back into the journal, let's see what else we got here. We did everything we can in the Frostlands so far. In the Flatlands, we have the Price of Vengeance. Oh yeah, this is the one we can't do till later. We also can't do this one till later. Okay, so can't do the Flatlands. Coastlands. Scourge of the Seas. Ooh, we could do this one, but I don't know how much... It could take... This is the one in the dungeon with, like, that was, like, level 45, and technically we can do it, but the last boss in that dungeon is very scary, and I'm afraid that we just don't, like, I don't know. It might take me an hour to get through the boss fight, and I don't know. Lemon. What does Lemon want? He needs to motivate himself to leave home. If only someone could appear and give him the... Okay, I'm going to look up this one, because I don't know who... We need to bring somebody to him. We need to bring somebody to him. So, requires a guide and an allure. We need to take Harris from Rippletide. Harris from Rippletide? Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Where's Rippletide? It's over here. Now the problem is, we gotta find Harris. And I don't know who he is. It's not gonna be this guy, because he's from that other quest line.
Hello.
And they never overlap NPCs with quest lines, usually.
Well?
Antique Dealer. This might be him.
In fact...
Nope. Inquisitive Merchant. Is it this guy?
Hello.
Caravan member, no. Where is Harris at? Also, I thought we had two... Oh, we did have two allures, but we literally just turned them both in. So now we have no allures. Where is Harris? It's not this guy, is it?
Greeting.
Nope.
Huh.
Nope. It's not gonna be her. Her name's not gonna be Harris. It's not gonna be her. Tony's mother.
The truth is...
Harris, here we go. You know, I have this friend. His name is Lemon. He always wanted to be an adventurer, but between the two of us, he can't even tie his shoelaces without someone's help. And every time that he gets down in the dumps, it always falls to me to give him the push he needs to get moving again. Okay, well, let's guide you. Alright. And then we'll go back to... Oh, shoot, where was he? Goldshore, right. Goldshore. So much innuendo. Yeah, no kidding. They knew what they were doing. They're not innocent in this matter. They knew exactly what they were doing. Alright, Lemon. Get off your butt and go exploring. Who do you think you're kidding? What? Harris? And my boon companion? Whatever is the meaning of this? Lemon, didn't you finally do what you'd always wanted? Didn't you get to set out on a grand adventure? We've been friends since we were children, and I've always tried to be there for you. But enough is enough! You had a dream, didn't you? A dream you've always held in your heart since we were boys. Weren't you going to discover an unknown land just like your hero? I know you've always been all talk and no action, but I really thought that you would do it if you were given the chance. Harris. If I so much as see your lousy face back home, I'll never speak to you again. You hear me? If you're a real man, then don't look back. I won't. I swear. You've always been the one to push me when I needed courage. I won't turn back this time. Yes, I will find a new land. Hear me now, O thou vast and uncharted world. I am Lemon, and I venture unto thee.
Take care.
Goodbye to you, Harris. I leave you now, but I will carry you and our home always in my heart. Go then, Lemon, and don't come back until you've had a true adventure. Wow, that actually worked. A new land, eh? Sounds so awfully far away. Fortifying nut. Ooh. Gimme, gimme. Physical attack. Let's wait. I'm gonna give that to Alphen, because he needs, like, Alphen or Therion. I don't know, one of the two. They need more damage. Let's see. We got time for more. What else we got here? Coastlands. Scourge of the Seas, no. Left Behind. Our captain was a great man with a long beard, and if you ever see such a man... Okay, I know that that's an allure, but he's in a dungeon that we haven't been in yet. In Search of Father 2, we can't do this one yet, because the thing that Kit needs, I believe, is in a town we haven't been to yet. Highlands. We got 2 quests here. This tome came from a land across the sea. Oh, right, I read this earlier. I don't know what this one is. Let's look it up. Lost in Translation in the Highlands. Requires Tressa chapter... So, we have to allure an exotic grandma from Rippletide and bring her to the bookbinder. Okay, so we're going back to Rippletide then, I guess. What was it? Exotic grandma? Exotic grandma. Really? Maybe it was the lady I was like, oh, that can't be Harris.
Greetings.
It is. I traveled far and wide across this world and learned many tongues. Not that I ever get a chance to speak them. All my knowledge is good for is telling tales to the children. Yeah, well, lady, you're coming with us. I don't know, we'll guide her, because I think guiding has a 100% chance, and I don't feel like... I don't know, maybe Prim would also have a 100% chance at this point, but... Alright, we need to go to Stoneguard. The sound will cut out every once in a while, by the way, if anyone's noticing that, because I'm tabbing over to my spreadsheet and then back over to the game at points, so... I think it's up here where we turn this in. And by this, I mean this woman. Oh, look, it's Noelle. We literally, okay, so she comes here. Aha, we meet again. Thank you for what you did. Do you remember? I'm a historian, and you were so good as to show me the way to the ancient monument. Have you heard any tales of King Beowulf, perchance? Yeah, you told us one. If you have, I would like nothing more than to hear them with my own ears. Okay, so if we had something for that, then it would have auto-completed. I think the quest is here. Yep. You want me to read this book, you say? If you'd be so kind, you can read it, can't you? Let's see. Well, now this brings back memories. It is a language of the Far East. Are you certain? You doubt me? Then let me translate for you. Far to the west lies the great continent of Orstera. In that land was a city called Hornburg, where a mighty gate was built. My good lady, you can read these outlandish squiggles. Yes, though I am out of practice. Forgive my impertinence, but how did you learn such a thing? It is a long tale, truth be told. My husband was a scholar of all things foreign. His investigations would take him far and wide, and I would join him on his travels. He taught me the customs and tongues of the places we visited. He was an earnest teacher, and I learned much. And now, he passed away, and I had no more reason to roam. I'm sorry, milady. Oh, don't look so glum. 'Twas years ago. Now I suppose you want to hear more from this book. I would indeed, so gods mend me. I wish to know what secrets lie within these pages. Please, will you translate it for me? How about you teach him how to read it instead? You know what they say? Translate, you say? You refuse? She's gonna say, I'd like to teach you. Nay, 'tis a simple enough task, and I'll do it gladly. You have done me a great favor, thank you most kindly. Oh, okay, she's not. Oh, it would have been nice if she would have said, no, I won't translate them, but I'll teach you how to translate them. Exotic garb. I think that this is an item that probably would have been... Oh, no, this is an interesting one. So it's got okay defenses for what we have at this point in the game, and it restores SP after every action. Technically a very good item, but I think putting something that has like elemental attack on somebody is always a better option. Doing more damage is always going to be better, because in a way, you sort of save SP by not having to attack as much because things die faster. You know what I mean? Alright, what else we got? What else we got? We're really plowing through these today, aren't we? Highlands, that's where we are. Royal secret. One day Ventus III suddenly stopped painting and never touched a brush again. I'm setting about to find out why. Okay, this is a royal secret. Scrutinize, inquire, Gravekeeper's information from Nameless Gravekeeper, Tomb of Kings. Oh, we haven't been there yet. Or we have to allure patrician youth in Stoneguard and bring him to the inquiring youth. So there's a guy in Stoneguard we could guide. I'd rather do that than having to go into the... I mean, going into the dungeon would be fun and everything, and we could do that. I mean, probably not today. But I would rather, I'd rather allure the guy. Patrician youth. Okay, it's probably a kid.
Hey there!
Nope, that's Philip.
Hi.
Watchman. That's not a youth. That's not a youth. This guy is the poop. This is the farmer that needed the poop. The manure.
Hello.
Courageous cowherd.
Greeting.
Watchman. Wait, did I say Stoneguard or Cobblestone? Uh-oh, if I said Stoneguard, then we're in the wrong place. Oh, yeah, it is Stoneguard. So we're taking someone from Stoneguard and bringing them to another person in Stoneguard. Okay. Never mind then. This was... Okay. So we could have done this even back then. I just didn't know how to. But I don't know where this person is. Patrician youth. I don't remember.
Hello, that's... Oh.
Townsperson. God, and this place is so big, too. It could be any one of the people here.
Hello there.
Townsperson.
Huh?
Apothecary.
Good.
Paper maker. Townsperson. Anyone in this building? No. Rumor monger. It's not gonna be her. It's not gonna be him, I'm pretty sure.
Hello.
Oh my god, it is him. It is actually just him. Okay, let's guide this person. Alright. So we're gonna take you up here. I think this is where we picked up this quest. Is it this one? Oh, it is. Okay. I understand you are interested in knowing more about the Ventus dynasty.
Indeed.
Aye, indeed I am. Begging your pardon for being so bold and all. But the question's been eating away at me. Why is it that Ventus III suddenly stopped painting? The answer to that is quite simple. He was replaced, you see, by a double. Pray what? Yes, he loved his art far more than his kingdom, so he cast off the crown and gave up his throne. Then he spent the rest of his days in obscurity, painting to his heart's content. Crivens, you tell me a far-fetched tale, but how do you know it? Why, because I am his descendant. Let go. That is to say, why did... Ventus III abdicated because he knew he'd rather be an artist than a king. He abandoned his realm and his people. It was a feckless act, some would even say cowardly. The high ministers feared unrest and rebellion, so they found a double. A selfless man whose body and visage happened to resemble the former king. In the end, the realm was well served by the adventure. The false king even had a son who ascended the throne upon his father's death. Well served, but the realm collapsed in the end, leaving nothing but relics and legends. Just so, but the real Ventus III remained on the throne. I warrant the collapse would have come sooner. But had the real Ventus III remained on the throne, he warrants the collapse would have come all the sooner. Okay. I too am an artist, though I work with stone and wood rather than paint. I fair understand what drove my ancestor to do what he did. For him and I, the yearning to create is greater than the yearning to rule. It's in our blood, you might say. The tale of Ventus III was more confounding than I imagined. Thank you for telling it to me. Ooh, a royal crest. What does that do? $600 HP. That's not as good as I thought it was. Oh well. It sounded fancy, but honestly, 600 HP. Honestly, putting any of the HP items on any of the characters is kind of meh, because if you really want to increase their HP, then just put that, like, support skill on them and heal them with anybody, and then they'll just get extra XP, or extra HP past their max. Like, that to me is better, and then put items on them that help them do more damage, or help them have more... I feel like even defense would be more worthwhile. Actually, I wanted to go down here, and I wanted to heal up who is in our party currently, because I'm going to be switching people out, because we have one more Chapter 3, and it's Cyrus, and it happens to be in the place we are already in. So we aren't going to do any more side quests. I think that'll probably be the last one. This seems like a pretty, like, fortuitous place to end off, because we're in the place we're going to start in on Tuesday's stream. And let's even go ahead and pull out the people we're gonna actually use. Who do I want to use for Cyrus's chapter? I definitely want to put Honnet back in the party, because she is far and away like the lowest leveled character that we have. Followed by Ophelia, and then Prim, Ulbrich, and Tressa are all tied with an Alphen. So I think Tressa's gonna come back into the party. Yeah, Tressa's gonna come back into the party. We're gonna go with this party. It's gonna be... yeah, I mean, this should work. Because Tressa can still donate BP to Cyrus, and Honnet can do some respectable damage, and Ophelia can heal. So that will be good. Let's go down and heal up the new people that we have in our party. And then we'll do a little savey save, because it's right... I mean, this is all so convenient. It's like right next to where we're staying at the inn. All right, and I have my days right? Today is Saturday. Yeah, today is Saturday. Okay, so here's the deal. We take Sundays and Mondays off here on this channel. Usually, unless something changes, and like last week I streamed on Sunday to make up for a Saturday that I couldn't make. But other than that, we take Sundays and Mondays off here. So I am gonna do that, because honestly guys, I feel like I need a rest. I feel like I need to just go to sleep for the next 48 hours. You know what I mean? Do you ever just feel like you just need to sleep for like the next month of your life? That's kind of where I am right now. But we'll be back on Tuesday. We're gonna probably stream again around 7 or 8 o'clock. We've been doing all the Octopath streams around 8, but that's honestly just been kind of because that's how it's worked out. I've needed the extra hour for like dinner time really recently, because my husband's he's been busier, and he's been getting home a little bit later, and so to have a nice amount of time for dinner with him, we've been doing 8 o'clock streams instead of 7, but there's always the chance that it could be 7. If you want to know exactly when we're going to be streaming, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at twitter.com/VinnyAdventures and facebook.com/VinnyAdventures. Every afternoon, anywhere from noon to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, usually I will post about the streams that'll be happening that night. And then also subscribe to the channel. That's like probably technically the best way you'll know if one of my streams is happening. YouTube should be sending you guys out notifications. If you're not getting notifications on when my streams are happening, make sure you're subscribed and hitting the notification bell, the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, because that will make sure that YouTube notifies you when streams are going to be happening. And then when you see a stream, even if it's not happening for 4 hours, hit the set reminder button, and then YouTube will yell at you again when the time comes. Just so that you're there for when the streams are live. I know a lot of people like to, myself included, when I watch other streamers, I like to be there like when they're live. It's just, there's something fun about being able to talk with the person that you're watching. I don't know what it is. Something magical about it. But anyway, tonight was really fun. Thank you to everybody who was here. Kalis, don't forget to like send me the picture of what you've been working on. I'm excited to see your art. And yeah, I will see you guys. Oh, and like the video. I know you guys usually do, Sean and Angie and Kalis, but anybody who's still in here, hit a like on the video, please. And anyway, yeah, thank you guys again, and